guys, and we got a bit of a fun one for you today. We are here with Disconnected Esports for the Esports Summit Series Showdown, featuring some of your favorite content creators. We have Eshry and Chana on one team, and we also have Zazza and Dixon on the other. I am joined here with my lovely co-cast Kazoo for today, and might I say you are looking mighty dapper today.
Thank you very much, Cassell. Not as good as you and the cool green background you're going on there, fitting in with the theme.
Absolutely, got to rep Disconnected Esports. So we are going to be doing a bit of a fun one for you today. Guys, we're actually going to be doing some competitive mystery heroes. So this is actually the precursor to a show match, which is going to be a little bit more serious, that is going to be coming on this Sunday. But for today, we are just going to be warming all of the players up, and we're just going to be having a little bit of fun with, some competitive mystery heroes. So hope you all enjoy that one. We will be getting into the game shortly. Everyone is all stacked and ready to go, but maybe we should introduce those teams and talk a little bit about who's going to be playing today.
So we've got, I think, Eshry and Chana and Co up first. And I think their favorite heroes, we've got Olam's favorite heroes in the Lucio, Chana's favorite is Reinhardt, Dr. Meme's favorite is Mercy, Ryzel's favorite is Junkrat, and Eshry is rocking that Doomfist.
It's going to be really interesting to see if any of these, let's just be real, all of these picks, they're a little bit funky, they're a little bit fresh, but it'll be interesting to see if any of these creators actually end up on their preferred hero that they've put in the screen here, or if they don't end up getting it, because obviously we will be playing mystery heroes, so not as important their favorite hero, they will be playing whatever they are given.
Yeah, pretty much. And on the other side, with the Zazza and the Dixon team, like you said, we probably shouldn't really go with their favorite heroes because it's just their mystery heroes. We've got Zazza, Dixon, Chairman, Orange, and Midnight Marley. Looks like it's going to be a fun one.
Yeah, absolutely. We can see Zazza repping the Widow there, obviously very well known for hitting those shots. So I'd love to see if Zazza got that Widow tonight. That would be really cool there. And obviously we've got Dixon on the Chad Reinhardt, just because he gives off that Chad energy and all that. Also supported by an amazing other cast of creators. We obviously see Chairborn. And I know that Chairborn's Junkrat is amazing. So don't sleep on that one. But yeah, we got an amazing lineup of people playing today, so I'm so excited to get in these match. Again, it is supposed to be a best of 5, so the first person to 3, but depending on how we go, maybe we're having just too much fun, we might end up playing all 5 of those maps. We'll see how we go. Notably, the first map that we will be playing on today is going to be Ilios, and then from there it is pretty much just whoever is picking whatever, so it's definitely going to be some fun matches today. Awesome. So I believe that we will be jumping into the game in just a second here. But Kazoo, what do you think? Eshry, Chana versus Zazza and Dixon. What do we think?
What do I think? I think it's going to be up to see who gets the most tanks on their team. I'm going to be honest with you, Crystal.
Maybe
who's got the most tanks.
Absolutely,
maybe a healer,
yes.
but yeah.
And it is going to be very chaotic, and again, the matches could swing either way because we are going to be playing mystery heroes. You don't know. The teams might not be balanced. One team might get goats, and the other team might get 5 DPS. So we will see how we go as we are heading into the map. Yeah, exactly. That's the fun of mystery heroes. As we are getting into the game right now, we can see the teams right here. We've got so on Eshry Chana's side, we've got Reinhardt, Roadhog, Hanzo, Farah, and a lone Brigitte being the heroes. While on Zazza's team, we've got Hanzo, Doofus, Bulk, Kiriko, and the Widow. So both sides only rocking one healer.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting. One healer to see whether they'll be able to survive. And we've also got, Farah without a Mercy. So it's going to be kind of interesting to see how Eshry and Chana and Co play around that.
Absolutely. I'm also interested to see if we are going to get any people getting booped into the wall. There is a lot of potential for that to be happening here. Very scary being on, at this current time. Most teams poking and prodding, but actually the first kill goes on the side. The Lucio gets taken out on the side of Zazza and Dixon. And as we can see, another kill coming out from the Hanzo. Really good picks here, and that's pretty much fight over. And as we're going to see, the swaps are coming through. Obviously, I'm saying Lucio, but every time someone dies, it's just going to be a new hero coming back. So that's something to definitely keep an eye on as well. Trading back and forth. Oh yeah, sorry.
It does look like, sorry, I'm getting a little bit of some connection issues because the stream's not loading for me.
Oh dear, oh no. Okay, so we have a little bit of issues with the stream loading on there on one side, but while we are still going through, we are going to see now both teams have a Roadhog, but as I say that, the Roadhog on the side of Eshry Chana does go down, taken out of the lobby, and is this going to be a turn in the fight? No, it is traded back. They're going 1-for-1, but notably the Symmetra on the side of Zazza and Dixon doing so much work. Oh, getting chased down by a brick, but so high energy right now, and as I believe I have also just lost connection. We are going to a bit of a break here right now because we are having a couple issues with the stream right now. So you get to see our lovely faces just for a little bit longer. And may I say, Kazoo, where did you get that fabulous pirate hat from?
I found it actually. It was in a treasure hunt. A
Oh, in
pirate
a
themed
treasure hunt. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Did you like steal it from another pirate or what's going on there?
The way it goes. I actually jumped
Yeah.
off onto a ship and yoinked it while playing Sea of Thieves. But we're back.
Oh, there you go. And we are back into the game. No worries there. So at the moment, Zazza and Dixon's team do have control of the point. It is ticking up, but we see a really nice snipe coming out from Eshry and Chana and Co.'s team.
We do, and it does look like, they've firmly controlled the point. It's going to be hard, a bit interesting for Zazza Dixon to retake that one. And as I say that, the 76 goes down to that Reaper in that close corridor.
There we go. They are still trading back and forth, and it is just so hard to keep track on who is playing what. But, like, there we go. Life gripped out on the Reaper. He's going back in. He's just trying to kill the Roadhog, which, honestly, very, very fair right here. We see, there we go, the Kiriko getting a pick on the side. Onto oh god, the Sigma on the side there, and but they're still trading out, and most notably Zazza and Dixon's team still have control of the point.
They do. It's ticking up to about 60% now, which is a pretty good spot. And they do. I think they've got. They're not too far away from that nano boost. Be built pretty quickly up in that fight. And
absolutely, I think we see the first ult come out as well. There we go. The Widow got sights up because obviously you don't get a lot of ults in Mystery Heroes because you don't get to use them if you die.
No, and we have the Reaper coming out there, and it takes down one, takes down two, and that's Eshry and Chana and Co. With 3K on that Reaper taking back the point.
There we go, showing that the Reaper bit worked out so well. Olam just able to put so much damage into the opposite team there. Does a really good job, and now we have Zazza's team coming back with no healers, but notably 2 Mays.
That's gonna be interesting. That means we have 2 Maywalls on the field, so we could see some funky changes to the map. Let's see if they can make some use out of it.
Absolutely, as we see, as they go into another fight, ults are actually starting to come up. Eshry and Chana have 2 ults. They have the Life Weaver ult and the Curie ult, and they just want to be popping them so that they don't lose them. I think that's most important. But Olam gets a pick onto Zazza, who is on the Orisa, and just showing this Reaper is doing so much work. Oh, the really nice shot onto the Mei, and then the other Mei goes down too. It's just a complete reset, and as they are ticking up to 90%, there might only be 1 fight left.
Yeah, and I think with the stagger that they've got on there, Eshry and Chana and Co have managed to, probably lock out hopes of another 5v5. I don't think they'll be able to get a touch. It has to be
they
the
might get
Echo
one last touch on the Echo, just gets the touch in time. It should go into overtime, but the kills are just coming through. They have the tack visor up, and it is just clean up right now. First round of Well on Ilios going towards Eshry and Chana.
Yeah, and as with most control points, usually the first team that caps it has a bit of an easier time defending it. And with Mystery Heroes, it's definitely that case because the other teams got completely wiped, and that means ultimate charge has been reset all across the board. So Eshry and Chana and Co, a little bit of that advantage there, winning that first fight.
The one thing I've noticed about Mystery Heroes is healers seem to be in high demand. In this round, it looks like we will be seeing no heals in the lobby, except for maybe that this Soldier E. So that's going to be a fun one to keep an eye on. Everyone's going to be huddling around. It's just going to be an all-out brawl.
Yeah, we do have 3 tanks on the side of Eshry and Chana's team, and 3 DPS on the side of Zaz and Dixon. And like you said, no healers. So it's going to be, see if we can get some of those picks from that Widow on the side of Zaz's team.
Interesting to see how this, like Eshry and Chana got a little bit of a dive comp going. They got a Winston and a Diva and a Bowl, like that's just mega dive. See if they can get onto somebody and just get a quick kill as the Mei wall goes up and they are dancing around. There we go. Tracer doing a little bit of damage, but the Mei actually takes out the Ryan on the side. And again, we have another Symmetra in the lobby who is just beaming right now. It just seems that they've got like so much going for them. They've got like all this like consistent DPS, and they have the ability to just dive onto people. And the Mei gets another stray shot onto the Tracer back into the lobby. But notably, they're respawning with a BAP, probably one of the most survivable healers.
They do have a BAP, but they traded their Ryan in for him, so now you've got a healer, but you've got no frontline, unfortunately, for Zazza's and Dixon's team. Eshry and China did manage to get, those 3 tanks and the Symmetra, and the Symmetra is deadly into a Reinhardt when he's got no heals to back him up.
There we go. Olam gets the kill on to Zazza, but in the back, the soldier takes trades back on the other side. But there we go. The monkey coming in and is actually doing so much work. This monkey diva divers just in the back line doing so much damage. And again, like you said, they don't have a front line right now, so they're just going back to the lobby. That is a full team kill. What are they going to respawn this time?
This reminds me of Overwatch 1. It's, Winston Diva dive.
It was the pinnacle of Overwatch 1 almost.
Oh,
So
yeah.
it's interesting to see this one back into the lobby as the Genji actually gets a quick kill onto the mate out of spawn, which is really good to see. And we are coming back on a comp with, again, no healers, but more of a frontline and a Roadhog who does have a bit of sustain.
They do have a Junker Queen and a Hog who both have lots of self-sustain in their kits. So this is a good comp to maybe, retake, especially into that Winston, that Diva. You got some tank shredders.
Yeah, absolutely. We got a Sombra coming in immediately and assassinating the Symmetra, getting that out of the lobby really quick. And as we can see, the Broly comp's starting to work a lot. You've got a lot of abilities maybe on the tanks that are helping get through. Obviously, that Junker Queen shout doing so much there as the point flips over. 60% build up from Eshry and Chana. Very respectable, but now they're going to be going back and seeing what they can put together in a comp.
Yeah, and it looks like ultimate charge across the board has been reset at the side of Eshry and Chana. And go Zazza and Dixon's team are working themselves to that Jungle Queen ultimate, that Hog ult, and I think they're halfway to that Genji ult as well. They're not looking too bad.
We've got. Yeah, but here we go. We got a Orisa Zarya on the side with a Moira heals. That's a pretty good one if you want to just be walking in on the team. And that is exactly what they're doing. The Widow gets a really nice snipe onto the tourbillon there, and we just have the Orisa walking into the enemy team. Absolutely no fear. Has the support of, a support, I guess you could say. And they take a quick cleanup, and the point is back in favor of Zazza and Dixon. But notably, the Sombra gets another kill at the very end of the fight.
Yeah, we'll see if that Genji can survive. I think that he might just be able to get out there and preserve that ultimate charge, working up to that blade, nearly 30% off.
Getting close to that blade, seeing if that's going to be important. There we go. The Zarya gets a quick kill onto the opposing Zarya. That's a really nice entry fight, but we still got the Orisa who's willing to go in. Just wants to use that. I wonder if they can get anything with this one. They do get a turret, but they don't get much else for their time, and the Orisa's just still walking in, has absolutely no fear. Orisa so hard to kill, especially if the other team doesn't have too much else on, as I believe we are experiencing some technical difficulties. We have lost the stream for a minute there. I don't know, Kazoo, if you can see what's going on.
No, the stream for me is gone as well.
Unfortunately, we are getting riddled with technical difficulties. The match is just going absolutely so hard that we just cannot keep up with it. It's just, unfortunately. Okay, and unfortunately, I'm getting word from the production team that Eshry and China's team did manage to secure that one. I think, just with the Orisa walking in with the heals from the Moira, it was just a little bit too much. Unfortunate start to the show match to have these technical difficulties, but still so fun so far.
Yeah, it was a shame we didn't see that final fight, but like you're right, walking into that Orisa Zarya combo is brutal. That's so much peel. It's 2 bubbles plus the fortify, plus that javelin spin that you have to go through. And Orisa is, such a formidable frontline tank, especially when you can't reliably counterpick into her. So it is turning into kind of a brawl, seeing who, if it's a tank v tank, who's got the most, tanks with sustain or damage mitigation. But that's
Absolutely.
Mystery Heroes for you.
Yeah, Mystery Heroes does be like that sometimes. It was interesting to know how good that Sombra pick was. You can just walk into the backline if they do have a squishy, you just get that cube, you get that hack, and they're pretty much dead right there. That sends them back to the respawn, and then that means they reset the ult, and that's pretty valuable as well, and you just get out as quickly as you can.
The Mystery Hero strats.
Absolutely. We are going to be writing down a guide to how to play Mystery Heroes after this one. So please, if you guys want to get in early, like this is exactly what you should be watching right now. We're like getting all the comms, seeing what you can do with what you're given. And I think the main point right now is just be lucky. Just be lucky with your comps and get the counters to the other team while also having maybe a healer as well.
Honestly, I reckon one of the ways to play Misty Heroes, you should run off each way when you spawn. You should actually go to fight until you have a good team comp. You should actually have some people tactically throwing themselves off the edge until you get a character that works for you, and then roll out without giving any ult charge over the other team with a perfect team comp.
So you say that, but unfortunately, I believe if you jump off the map without taking damage first, you actually don't get to swap your mystery hero. So you actually you have to be a little bit strategic about it. Like they got to do a little bit of damage first. You'd be like, oh no, you have a bow. I'm playing by the edge of the map. Wouldn't it be a shame if I got booped off the map? Something like that. I know that there are people used to do that, and that Blizzard was like, no. They're going to fix that one. So you can't just jump off the map, I think, without taking damage from the enemy team first. But that could be something to do, obviously, baiting people to try and get onto more favorable picks. But then, obviously, like, starting to lose a team fight there. So it's just like it's the time, you know, like when you're on control and that time is ticking down while the other team is ticking up, you just gotta be a little bit careful about it. But I'm glad that we're discussing Mystery Hero metas because Mystery Heroes is honestly one of the most fun arcade games to play in Overwatch, and it's obviously cool to see it because we're going to be seeing it in a competitive setting too. So it's not just going to be one team attacking; we're going to have both teams attacking and seeing how far they can get on their luck.
Yeah, looking at the Mystery Heroes meta.
Absolutely, no, I'm so excited to be seeing Mystery Hero meta.
Yeah, so we did see a bit of dive there. You know, Winston Diva with 2 tanks. Then we saw Orisa Zarya. I don't think it's a tank combo that's ever been played, ever history of Overwatch. But it was
Yeah.
kind of interesting to watch.
I can't say that I have seen Orisa Zarya be played too much, but it was really cool actually watching the Diva Winston come back. One of the, the pillars of what original Overwatch was back when there was 2 tanks and
Iconic.
just seeing how that worked again. And they also had a bowl as well. So they were just rolling through. Like they were on turbo dive, but then they're like the DPS that they were running weren't so much divey. They were more broly. So they're just walking in as well. And I was like, oh, I've got bubble, I've got defense matrix. The bowl is there too. And just seeing what you could get done.
Yeah, it's all over the place. That's what makes Mystery Heroes really fun.
And we are still waiting on notification on when we might be getting back into it, but hopefully that is sometime soon. Oh, good. I have just received word that they are just picking a map, so it's going to be really interesting to see what map gets picked. Obviously, we will be moving on from control onto, I think maybe it will be hybrid or push. I've received word that is going to be pushed. So another really broly kind of map mode. We're going to be seeing a lot of fights being taken at all of those spawns. And it will be really interesting to see how this goes. I can see potential for one team to get absolutely rolled on push just by getting like 1 or 2 misfortunate compositions.
Yeah, pushes real like control pushes it. I reckon control and push I think that they're the most fun game modes in Overwatch, but they can also be really snowbally depending. It also depends a lot on the comp and what you're playing. And with Misty Heroes, because you have no idea what you're playing, it throws a huge another curveball into it. If one team wins the fight, they might get ahead, and then suddenly the other team comes back with maybe perfect counter to that comp or something, and it can go either way.
And it also works with ults, I guess, is too, right? You win that first fight, you're working up towards those ults a little bit farther, you get that close spawn, then you've got ult. Like, it's going to be absolutely insane. I've never actually played Mystery Heroes on a push map before, so that would be very interesting to see how this one plays out. But I am so excited to see how it will work, and hopefully we get a close one. I'm hopefully a little bit of back and forth, like the team comps are, a little bit jank, but I hope they're a bit jank on both sides. So we're just seeing like fights going back and forth and ults being reset and all of that kind of stuff as well.
Maximum chaos, kind of like TDM.
Yes, exactly like TDM. That would be amazing, and it's exactly what I'm hoping for. And I'm sure that these creators will bring it to us today.
As soon as you get that map picked, it wouldn't be an OCE cast or scrim without some delays, some technical difficulties, the opposite internet dying, the whole bag.
I think that's a little bit of the charm, though. There's got to be a little bit scuffed to be an OCE stream.
That's right, indeed. And we've got our next map. It's going to be Esperanza.
What are your opinions of Esperanza as a map?
It's a map. I don't mind it. I don't mind it too much. I think the other one. But Esperanza is, again, not a bad map. I kind of like it. I like Push because it's really, fast and fast paced, which is much better in my opinion than some of the other game modes we've got here. We're rolling into it.
And as we get into Push, we can have a little bit of a look at the team. Kazoo, what are you seeing on both sides?
We got 2 tanks on. We got 2 tanks on one team, 3 tanks on the other, and we're gonna have only 2 DPS here on the entire field. Zazza and Dixon and Co have got 3 tanks and 2 supports. Eshry and Chana are running 3.
Oh, the counter charge! Oh no! Jevon immediately takes out the opposing Reinhardt. Really good first play right there. So no more Reinhardt on the side of Eshry Chana team. They're going to be on the Iliari, so we're going to see 2 Iliaris on the board, which is really cool.
We should also note here that since it's Mystery Heroes, the health pools of the heroes are a bit changed as well.
Correct. The tanks will be playing with those lower health pools as we have the Ram just walking in and killing the Widow right there. So I feel like this game mode is very much dictated by what tanks did you get and how well did they work together, because that seems to be what's going on here. As we actually looking at the team comps, they actually look really quite balanced right now. Obviously, one team with the 3 tanks, which is just a little bit rough for Eshry and China's team, who's only rocking the 1 tank. But they've got 3 healers now, so maybe they'll be able to keep this Ram alive for forever.
Yeah, it's going to be a trade-off.
Chana gets a pick on to the opposing Ramaratra, and look at this. We've got the Ram on the side of Eshry and Chana working up towards that ult so quickly and just being completely kept alive by all the heals on the team.
Yeah,
Iliari gets another kill on the other one too, and here we go. The Ram ult is out, and he's just walking through right now. He's just walking into the other team. He has absolutely no fear. One thing to note is this Ram is walking through, but the push bot is in the 3K bomb. Zazza gets the 3K.
And I think that was set up by the Earth Shadow of Zaz's teammate on that Ryan, knocking down 3 people. There's a huge bomb there from Zaz.
Amazing bomb from the side of Zazza, pushing towards that first checkpoint right there, and they're just going to keep walking at them. Eshry and Chana have a full reset of their team. Now they only have the one Kiriko for heals, but they do have Junker Queen Orisa.
Oh, that is pretty tanky. And a Reaper as well.
Absolutely. Oh, here we go. They got the Tracer in the back getting a quick kill right there, but traded back out. Olam gets the kill onto the Mercy, and it is just really brawly. Like, people are just going down left, right, and center because there's just so many random picks on the board right now. Like, and I think a lot of people probably aren't used to it.
Yeah, things are going back and forth. But I think, looking at what the teams have got, we have to see those what those 2 respawners for Zazza and Dixon's team turn out to be. We've got 2 supports. So they've got 2 supports. They've actually got a perfect Overwatch 2 comp. 2 supports, 2 DPS, and 1 Sigma. Whereas on the side of Eshry and Chana, we've got, double tank, double DPS, and that Kiriko. Team comp-wise, we're going to have to give the edge to Eshry and Chana here.
Going to be interesting to see how this next fight plays out. They've got a good comp, but the Reaper just walks in, immediately kills the tank on the team, and now everyone else is just looking a little bit vulnerable as they try to retreat, but they can't retreat quickly enough. The Sombra goes down as well, and this push bot is going to be pushing for Eshry and Chana. This is exactly what you want to be seeing in these times of Showmatch. Just brawly fights that are going both ways. And oh, here we go. The Kitsune is popped right now, and we just have the Junker Queen trying to kill the Lucio. Gets a little bit of help. Eshry comes in on the Orisa and takes out the Lucio, and they are going to start pushing. And there we go. Oh, another really nice headshot from that Kiriko onto the Tracer in the background there, and they're going to be starting to push towards this first checkpoint as well.
It's going to be really tough here for Team Zaz to burn through these tanks, but as I'm saying that, they've got a Bastion out in the field. It's a tank shredder.
Bastion is going to be really good in this mode for shredding that tank. It's probably something that you can do against that Orisa, but notably, Eshry and China team, a lot of ults coming up.
They do. They've got that Orisa ultimate coming online. They've got the Death Blossom. See how they use them here. And the Bastion gets stunned and deleted. Down.
Oh, we have the Captive Sun coming out in the background there, but it doesn't end up getting anybody. Everyone just goes down. That's a full reset for Zazza and Dixon's team as the push bot does get to that checkpoint. And they actually end up taking the lead right here. Another full reset on the comps. What are we seeing?
We're seeing triple tank out the side of Zaz, triple tank with a Lucio and an Ashe. They do have a front line, they've got a little bit of damage, and they have some heals. So they're gonna have to play around for some picks here from that Ashe and that Doomfist, maybe look for them some Roadhog hooks here. But if it's a straight up brawl, it's gonna be very tough for them to win. Nice hook onto the Orisa.
Zazza and Dixon team's looking very pokey. They get a really nice hook onto the Orisa, but the Orisa has just kept up so well. Goes for the ultimate right now, and they're just investing ults, actually trying to know that they can, because if they get the fight win, they know that the other team's not going to have ults anyway. So that is another reset. They keep the Ashe alive, but everyone else going back to this one. Never mind, Ashe is dead as well. Another full comp reset as this pushbot starts making its way towards the end of the map.
Indeed, that's 3 ults there from Eshry and Chana's team, and that was, pretty hard to understand any ults of your own. We got a flank coming in from the Junker Queen, trying to maybe look for the one-shot to the Kiriko.
Kiriko gets the Suzer up, but it's still so low. Oh, the Junker Queen's getting a little bit low there. Actually, the Cass takes out the Orisa on the end. That's not great for the side of Eshry Chana, but again, kills are just trading back and forth, and this Reaper is doing so much work right now, just getting the damage in on the tanks. We got the Moira getting the kill onto the Lucio, and just so much is happening right here, but it looks like this bot is just going to keep pushing, and they have 2 healers right now just to keep up the lone Reaper. The Zarya is walking in on the backline, so the Reaper might have to go rejoin the rest of the team, but takes out the Hog first.
Yeah, and Reaper, I think, is, on the side of Eshry and Chana, Reaper and Kiriko have lasted the longest here, and, they're such slippy heroes to pin down. Reaper with that innate lifesteal, and also...
Reaper has TP in to try and help the Reaper, but they go the Death Blossom coming out and being kept alive. It was looking a little bit dicey. It was looking like maybe both of them were going to go down there, but another ult really successful. Gets 2 people on the sides of Zazza Dixon's team, and now they're getting so close to pushing it towards the end. We have another Bastion on the sides of Zazza Dixon, who is just running back into the spawn because they cannot come out against this Reaper. Monkey comes out, still not a great counter to Reaper. We have the Echo getting the kill onto the Sojourn, and I'm thinking that this is looking a little bit rough. Oh, but they did steal the bottom way for a little bit.
They did
Oh,
indeed, but I don't know if they'll be able to hold on. It's like just that wrecking ball out there.
notably, you can see on the side of Eshry and Chana, they have an Echo and Mercy duo in the sky, but I say that! And what a really nice charge onto the Echo. Oh, but the res comes out. That is one thing to note about Mystery Heroes. You can get resed into that one, and now 2 kills are going back the other way. This Reaper has been at the spawn door for like, I think almost a minute, and they have gotten another kill. It's just a Tourbillon that gets copied to clean up, but he does get a kill onto the Mercy. Does a really good job there. Gets Life Grip back out. The Life Weaver's trying to touch, the Torb's trying to touch, the Ana's going to touch last. The Orisa is there as well, and the Orisa does end up touching as well, but they have multiple Kitsune Rush. They got all of the ult to invest into this one.
They do indeed, and just like you said, we were talking about earlier that snowbally kind of thing. I think that was Zazza Dixon had a good opening, but Eshry and Chana just managed to snowball it with those, brawly tanks and especially that Reaper and Kiriko.
Once that Reaper and Kiriko came out, it was deadly. And even though they got low one time, but hey, actually, let's look at this play of the game. We see Zazza with the play of the game with this nice 3K bomb. I almost thought this fight, oh, and yeah, the Earth Shadow as well. What an amazing duo. That is just some of the stuff that you miss when you don't have 2 tanks in the game anymore. Those synergies between tank ults and stuff like that. So we see the Shadow come down, a nice 3K bomb meching and getting towards that first checkpoint first. But from then on, it was just almost completely in the side of Eshry and Chana's team. They just they came back with the Reaper and the Kiriko, and from there, it just felt like they were unkillable.
They had a lot of sustain, Reaper Kiriko. I think they also had an Eraser on the field. And if I'm not mistaken, maybe a Junker Queen. Those are some pretty tanky characters with, the Reaper and Kiriko have got some escapes, and the Orisa and the Junker Queen have got so much. You've got so many abilities you've got to get through before you can actually start doing some damage that sticks to them. And like you said, they were, just dropping ultimates because they knew even if we win this team fight, as soon as we wiped out the enemy team, they're not going to have anything to answer us with.
Starting to develop the mystery hero meta is working out so well. And I think something to note is you can actually see some of the heroes that you kind of want to be getting on mystery heroes. It seems like all of the tanks seem to be pretty decent, but almost Orisa more than anything, because it's just so hard to kill an Orisa, especially if you have just even one support trying to pump heals into that Orisa. They're soaking up all the damage, they're getting all this ult charge, and they're mitigating all this damage as well.
I think Orisa's got one of the biggest values because she has, I think, 2 different ways to mitigate damage. Whereas with the Reinhardt, you've got your health was a bit lower, and you do have that shield. So once your shield is down, that's about it, and you can't do damage and mitigate at the same time. But with Orisa, you can, which is probably why she's such a good pick in these situations. The same goes for Junker Queen, and probably Winston.
Yeah, even though Orisa seems to be working a little bit better than Ryan, I loved that little Ryan interaction at the start of the map.
Yes.
Ryan comes in and then just immediately gets charged, killed, and I think that probably wouldn't have just happened in Overwatch 2, but because they have the reduced tank health pools as well, the charge ends up killing on that one as well. Took a little bit of damage and then ended up dying. I was like, oh my gosh, just got deleted out of nowhere.
That was so unfortunate. The Ryan, the other side of the team, he charged straight under the bridge and then got slammed right into the wall.
Yeah, it was what a great interaction right there. As yeah, what an amazing map as well. It's again, like a mystery heroes can be like that. It snowballs in one person's favor, and then you get one comp, and then it snowballs the other way.
Yeah, so we're waiting for the next teams to the teams to pick the next maps. What do you reckon it's going to be?
Oh, I didn't even know what.
I think the next one is Payload, maybe?
It's either Payload. Well, it has to be Payload or Escort, right? So
yeah.
It's a surprise. We've been told it is a surprise. So we will be just as surprised as you guys watching at home are. So that's going to be a really fun one. And it's been really good so far. Notably, Eshry and Chana and Co. I just love that. Like the Eshry, Chana and Co. and friends, let's just say, are actually 2-0 up on the scoreboard right now. They pretty demanding performances, won both rounds on control and had a pretty quick push map as well after that first lost team fight that probably did take it was quite a long fight because there was lots of tanks on the board, but ended up pushing that one pretty much consistently without stopping once they actually did have control of that bot.
Yeah, I saw another really important factor in Misty Heroes is identifying your win condition with that team comp and identifying your opponent's win condition and seeing how to play around that. Do we have the comp that can just hold W into them and win, or do we have to play a little bit smarter? Do we have to wait for cooldowns? Are we poking them? Are we waiting for a pick? what's the deal, and whoever's calling that on whichever team is going to be the one responsible, or like kind of leading their team and seeing how dictating the pace of the game, really.
And a good thing to note as well is they of course because we are playing mystery heroes, they are being a little bit silly goofy, as you can say. I don't think anyone's taking this too seriously. Everyone's just having a lot of fun. If you guys don't know, this is a part of our esports summer series showdown. They are actually going to be doing a proper show match, or not proper, like the show match where they're not playing mystery heroes. They're going to be doing an actual best of 5 this Sunday coming up. This is just a little bit of fun that they're going to be having before, just to make sure they're synergizing as well as they can be on the random comps that they are given.
Oh, what a surprise!
Oh my gosh! Wait, no, I like it. I like the surprise for all the people watching at home. Hanamura is one of my favorite maps. I don't know about you, Kazoo, but it's just such a pretty map.
You know what? For all of for all of the bad rap that 2CP got, I didn't mind it. I didn't mind it. I didn't think it was as bad as people said it was. I mean, sometimes it was pretty horrible, but I'd take this over Anubis any day.
Absolutely. Hanamura are definitely one of the best 2CP maps out there. As the game is starting, and we do have Zazza and Dixon's team attacking first. They've got a bit of a comp going on. Notably, they have a Life Weaver for the heals. Oh, the Pharah is getting so low already, and the Pharah is down. Oh, and actually, as I say that, I was like, oh, the D.Va got the kill, but we're watching the D.Va and nothing's happening. They had 2 D.Vas on the side of Eshry Chana.
Eshry and Chana have got 2 of those fat tracers on their team, running interference. It's going to be really tricky.
Oh no, one of them's dead already. I say that
No.
I've cursed it, cast it, one of them already down. The Sigma getting hooked in, but safely getting out. And actually, I don't know if it's a blessing in disguise, because now they've got the Kiriko coming back. Notably, the first honor I think we've seen in the lobby today as well.
Yeah, that's right. And unfortunately, one of those D.Vas gets DMX'd into a baby bomb behind enemy lines. So that's going to be Zazza and Dixon's team trying to walk in while the team, is effectively 1 down.
I'm starting to almost remember why 2CP was so painful, as I'm just watching the Torb turret. Yeah! There we go. The Torb hammer gets the kill.
He gets a double!
Double kill with the hammer!
He's going for the triple.
Oh,
this
going for the triple gets slept. Oh, just a little bit rude right there. They went for a remake kill as well. Right there, they're getting all of the things done. But oh my gosh, look at this comp coming back on Zazza Dixon's side. They got a Shunta Queen 2 Lucy.
We've got the symmetry and we have the double speed boost. Okay, this could work. Let them cook.
I actually believe that they can let them cook. It's hard brawl into like a poke. But there we go.
No,
they're all empty. They're all dead. Olem gets 2 people with the gravitic flux, and then a melee kill and another 12 hammer kill. What is happening right now? I think I remember why 2CP might not be in the game anymore, because this is rough. You have to push through basically that main door or the window on the side, and you've got a Torb, D.Va, Sigma looking at you.
We do have pharmacy on the side as Dixon, and though, so that is something that Eshry and Chana have 2 answers for, and that's really that D.Va and the Nana. So they can get some stuff done here, and they've just got the nano boost to deal with.
They've still got the hammer out. He's going in. He doesn't even care. He gets taken down. There will be no more hammer kills for the foreseeable future, as we actually have a pharmacy on the side of Zazza Dixon. This could be the opening they need. The bomb's coming out. Is it going to get anybody? Yes, it is. It's going to get the Mercy, and that's the most important part of your pharmacy combo. Cannot be rezzed back into the lobby.
And yeah, as much as I said I didn't mind Tanamura, this choke point it can kind of be a little bit disgusting as sometimes. It's so hard to bust through, and there's only just one way around it. And the only way, the only way you could bypass that is that sim teleporter, and unfortunately for them, there was gravitic flux in the way.
Here we go. A bit of a different team comp right now. They got Sombra, they've got Life Weaver, they have Pharah getting kills. There we go. Both DPS have gotten kicks right now. This might be the opportunity to walk on into the point. Yeah, there we go. We got Eshry and China's team giving a little bit of space right now as they get into the fight, and they're just trying to keep everyone up. And look at the Life Weaver heals that are just getting pumped out right now. Ooh, a Widow gets a pick there. Brick actually traced the kill onto the Life Weaver, which is so not good. That was the only healer they had on the team, which means that their sustain is just so low right now. See, the monkey jump comes in, just gets that pick right now. Zazza does get a kill onto the baby D.Va. Olem gets a kill onto Zazza in return, and it actually looks like Eshry and Chana's team is stabilizing right now.
Yeah, they did manage to get this true opening pick. They got a little bit split up, and that Life Weaver, who crucially had the that tree, got stuck in a room with everyone's least favorite support, Brig. And we've got two soldiers on the side of
We've
Eshry
got
and
both
Chana
surgeons looking at each other, just having a bit of a
staring
moment
down.
right there. As we have Junker off the map, I'm not sure if purposeful or not. Maybe something has gone on there. Dixon gets a kill onto the Brig. We've got the Hog getting a kill onto the Sojourn. Another Hog kill. There we go. Double kill right there. They had half of the point capped already. So they are actually going to move on, and we are going to be seeing the second point here. I wonder what happened to that Junker Queen. But some things are left better unknown.
It might have been they may have been trying to do that jump. Anyone who's played Overwatch 1 knows all too well about the Hanamura jump over on the cliff there.
Yes, the skill jump. That is very possible. And yeah, I guess you wouldn't know if that would work or not, or the timing, because Junker Queen didn't exist in Overwatch 1. Oh, here we go. They're coming in with a vengeance. They're storming onto second point Hanamura. Notably, the Diva Bomb doesn't get anyone. Oh, the knife almost gets the Diva as they get back into command, but the Diva's almost dead again. Oh my gosh, but they managed to trade out. So the Junker Queen does go down because of the Hog, and we just have a Sombra dancing on the point, gets Hog hooked immediately and deleted out of the lobby. And you know, Hanamura is one of those things, generally you like to say it's defenders sided, but right now it is looking like this attack is just bowling on through. There we go. That is a completion from Zazza and Dixon's team with really great time. Just remember, you always get a set amount of time after completing that first cap on 2 CP. So heading in with a very healthy time bank.
Yeah, they absolutely stormed through that second point after clearing first, and managed to take a fight with their ultimates there. Crucially, because they did have them because they won the last team fight.
And now, as we go into the next round, we're going to see the new teams. And most notably, don't worry, guys, for everyone in chat, there is a tour back on the team. We can see some more hammer kills coming through.
We do have more hammer kills available. It's going to be interesting to see whether, Eshry, Chana, and Ko can actually get to that gate because they don't have a front line at all. Whereas, on the side of Zazza and Dixon, they do have three supports, but, one of them is Baptiste, the other one's Kiriko, so that's your damage output covered. And you've got, a Zarya and a Tracer, so there's a front line, there's a bit of assassin potential, and there's, plenty of damage.
And Kiri also do so much damage. That's really a healer comp that you like to see. Not to say that Eshry and Chana team won't do a lot of damage. They also have Illari and Kiri, which can do a lot of damage. I think they might have missed that pylon there because looked up and it's just like, huh, I don't think I meant to place that pylon there. But that's where it is right now. And as you can see, the Zarya might become a problem because that Zarya is already just like kind of walking in and not too scared. But there we go. We've got the Torb who is just hammering the turret. Just, which I respect because I, as a Torb main, always like to keep my turret up, and I will keep it up at all costs. And it is still up, and it is still getting hammered. And now it is dead, and that is really unfortunate. And I think they're gonna have to rethink that one a little bit. And as we can see, we got Zazza on almost 100 charge on the Zarya here, which is not great. I don't even know how Eshry and China's team's gonna walk in at the moment. Oh, but Zazza goes in a little bit, but again, gets so much utility from all of the supports on the side. Gets the ammo throw down, gets a heal amp from the Lucio. The Kiri's there as well. The top turret is back up and still hammering, but at some point they are going to have to push through this choke point.
And that's a huge pick on the Baptiste there from the Genji, and
Genji in the
Torb is running through.
Look,
He's going for the kill. He's going for the Kiriko.
He's going for it. Come on. Let's see it happen. No, ends up going down. But the Genji's gotten 2 picks in the backline, so this might be an opportunity for the walkthrough. But again, you can't deflect the Zarya beam. And the Mercy just gets solo grabbed. Poops! The Falcon is alive!
I think that was in part to the the Illari keeping the Mercy up, and the and Zaz gets sunstruck and taken out, and we've got another pause. It looks like
Coming through right here as everything's going down. No, we're back into the game. We've got a Mercy fighting a Tracer. The Mercy wins, showing that supports can do it all as well as they take first point. And my goodness, the Genji getting the opening picks right there. Oh, careful. It's all good. They've got the point. The Genji getting the opening picks, and that Mercy valking in the grab, the solo grab, and then just managing to stay alive. Absolutely insane.
Yeah, I think the Illari was Mercy valked, and also the Illari kept her alive during that grab, which is crazy. Because then that just goes down. Here comes the blade, damage boosted.
Completely one-shots the BAP. No window is allowed to come out. The Ash is firing into him, and he's on fire. And the turret ends up taking on the Genji. We have Kitsune Rush coming out right now. They've got ults on their side. What can they get done? But again, we are playing 2 CP. Stole is very possible.
It is indeed, and unlike Zaz and Dixon, Chana and Eshry and Co did manage to get a clean set of kills, 2 or 3. But as I say that, they just got a double kill, so maybe they can start getting some progress ticked up. Olam does go
Unfortunately,
down.
2CP and the way it crumbles shows that they probably will not. We've got two people standing up on the high ground above the point here, but because the team is so frail, it is really hard. But they get more picks. I keep saying this, and they're getting picks. We've got a May that's rolling with the Rhine right now. And again, they still don't have a front line. I don't know if they've actually gotten to tank this map yet.
Yeah, and they are, kind of getting 2CP'd right now at the moment. They're getting picked, but because everything is so spread out, it's going to become interesting to see how they fight this, especially with no tanks.
And notably Zazza and Dixon on the Orisa now and can just walk into the back line. And they've got a Reinhardt too. They've got a lot of things going for them. I tell you what, though, Eshry and China seem to be so good at killing all the squishies. Oh, an amazing shot from Olam there. They're starting to get kills. What can this Cass get done from the low ground? Getting all of the shots on the Zenyatta. Gets life gripped out to safety. If the life breather wasn't there, I think that Zen would have been mincemeat. Oh, gets charged and rolls just a little bit in the wrong direction. Gets charged, and I think that's going to be a reset here.
Unfortunately, Olam rolls backwards instead of to the right, to the left, and he gets pinned by that
Oh,
Reinhardt. Maybe
cut
look.
off the ground to try and get the people who have been standing up there almost the entire game. It was the Sombra and the Kiri have just been chilling up there. Luckily, they all managed to get out because Kiri has teleport and the Sombra has the translocator. But now, ooh, a kill from Zazza on to the honor of the team. And there's just picks coming out all the time. It's kind of just like you get one pick and it trades back, but it's 2CP. So you
You
kind of
can't
have
be
to give
happy
it up.
about. You
And they're
can't be
back.
happy about that Ana pick because that was halfway to Nano, and it was the Genji on the team that might have been something to push her over the edge to win that this elusive 2CP.
Kiriko finally gets sniped, and I think they're finally going for a bit of reset. Unfortunately, with the Kitsune Rush, which kind of sucks here, and we're going to see, when will Eshry Chana get their first tank?
I don't know.
Not today, right now. They're on 2 Lucio, Soldier, Junkrat, and Sombra.
They are really contesting that high ground, though. They're just sitting up there with.
They really like that high ground up there. They just I think they're having fun there. I think that's their new place to call home. As we see the beat coming down right now, keeping them all up. But notably, Zazza and Dixon's team, so many ults that they can just invest into the fight. Oh, the Mercy getting a little bit low, but managing to keep everyone alive. Here comes Transcendence. They're just layering support ults on each other. We got the Mercy Glock coming out again. What will it be able to find? Nothing so far because the 2 Lucios kind of a lot of sustain.
Yeah, those battle Lucios are getting in there, doing the damage. And I
Here
think
comes
that's
the
a blade.
So many, I think all 5 ults have been invested into the fight, and I think that's like the first kill that's actually managed to come through for all the ults. But it doesn't really matter, right? A kill's a kill, and getting them to reset again as they go. They're under 2 minutes now, so they definitely won't have as good as a time back. Right now, I think they just need to focus on finishing the map. And they won't be getting a tank, and this is exactly the Mystery Heroes experience you get. You say that tanks are almost the most important thing that you can have, and you haven't seen one almost, I think, at all the entire map. They're back on Moira Lucio with the Sojin, Cass, and Sombra DPS.
Yeah, and they were held at the first point for quite a while until the Genji managed to find that pick on that Baptiste. But attacking second with no tank is gonna be really difficult. It almost requires
The
you to
Moira
play
gets a kill onto
perfectly.
the Zen though, and that might be the start you need. They are contesting the point. The Genji's going into the back line, but there is into 3 people, and it's very low. 5 HP. Are they going to be able to get out? No, the Lucy ends up taking that down. Olam gets the kill onto the Mercer, who might have been trying to go for that res there, and this is the opening they need. They've got 3 picks. What can happen now? And they've also got beat as well to kind of sustain on the point. And again, they're just chilling up on that high ground there on top of. They're going a beat from downtown onto the point, as maybe even celebratory beat, as they have the Mei who can't even ice block on the point, has to ice block off, gets the Sojin thrown in there. It's going to go down pretty quickly. Oh, but gets the wall up. That's not bad. Monkey Bubble separate the heals just a little bit, but they are slowly going down. A gap window comes out, and this is exactly the kind of stalling that you see on Hanamura, but people are getting hacked up. The Zen's coming in now too. I think that's the last one. No, there's still a monkey alive. The monkey has not died yet, but the monkey is now dead, and that is the cap coming through.
It is indeed, and I'm not actually quite sure how that one started, but I think it was a pick onto one of the supports.
I believe it was indeed a pick onto one of the supports, and then everything just kind of went wrong from there. Like, I think the Mercy came up to help and then got picked off as well. And then by that time, Eshry and Chana, they had all these ults that they could now just invest, exactly like Zazza and Dixon had when they invested 5 ults into the one fight. They just had all of these ults they can invest. We are going into a quick pause right now, but I am just trying to look at the team comps that we can see. So when we do go into the next rounds, maybe they won't be playing other rounds. Maybe that's what they're deciding. I am unsure, but I believe competitive rule sets dictate that they should be playing until completion right here.
I think so. Yeah, I think they might be having a discussion about that. But if we do continue to play this one on, we've got about a minute. We've got about 1 minute 30, I think, on the other on the side of Eshry and Chana for an attack, and they're up against a 3.5 minute time bank on the side of Zazza and Dixon. So huge time difference. That's almost gives them you know one 2 to 3 good attempts to get through that choke point up against three tanks, an Ana, and a Traces. That's a lot of bodies that's a lot of bodies blocking that first choke.
If you've only got one healer keeping you alive, I do like the idea of Ana being one of them, especially when you're comparing it with a Hog who can have a little bit of self-sustain, and just Nano Boost is so good. And when you've got 3 tanks to shoot at to get your ult, you're going to be getting those nanos as well. This looks like a really good side. Like Zazza and Dixon's looks like a really good defensive side. But on the other hand, we're going back to a bit of a classic. We're going back to Hog and Bowl torture. We've got a Hog and a Bowl on the other. The Bowl's probably just going to try and get through, get in the back line, pressure on the point, maybe try and pick off a squishy in the back line, hopefully maybe the Ana. And it is supported by a BAP and a Mercy. Little bit hard maybe to get the heals on the bowl, but like for the rest of it, it's looking great. You've got a pocket for your Widow who will be hitting all of those shots, I'm absolutely certain. And yeah, so 2 really interesting comps, but both of them look like they're going to be working.
Yeah, funny that you say Hog and Ball torture because that comp is, it's not actually far off Hog and Ball. I think normally you would have a Zen instead of the Bap there. You'd have Mercy Zen, and then a long range DPS and maybe a Tracer. So because it's 5v5, we drop one of the DPS. But we've got that healing plus damage from the Bap. We've got Mercy pocketing that sniper, and if that Widow can find a pick onto the Ana, that's the linchpin of that defensive comp there, and that's going to be three 2 tanks unable to heal, and they're going to be slowly chunked down by that Hog, that Ball, and the Widow and the Bap. But we're unpausing now, so we're going back into it.
Awesome. As we get back into the game, we can see, yeah, a minute on the time of Eshry and China's team. And I think because the other team capped with over 2 minutes, they're actually bumped up into the 3-minute range. So this is going to have to be a really good first push. And I know we were talking about Hog and Bowl Torture. I'm going to talk about it a little bit more. I think one of the maps that it was known for being played on was also Hanamura. Mura is a defensive composition, but still Hanamura is where Hog and Bowl Torture got a lot of its name from. So it's really cool to see a little bit of a throwback to original Overwatch there.
Indeed, it is. Do love my 6v6, and we've got that Reinhardt in the sneaky spot in the original spot too, waiting for a sneaky pin.
There
Will
we go.
they
The ball
find it?
immediately goes through. Do they see the Reinhardt? No, they do not. The chair's just there, just like, please don't see me. Oh, actually does get seen, but almost gets the charge up. It's just in the back line. It's in a little bit of trouble. It's actually going to be deleted and actually killed by the Mercy. And that might be the opening that they need to just walk on in.
I think it is, and Zazza and Dixon just fall like dominoes one by one. That Ryan was waiting and waiting patiently, and the Mercy suddenly saw out of the corner of her eye, and finishes off the Hog with the pistol. Unfortunately, Zazza and Dixon failed to stop them at the first gate. It'll be, they're gonna be making their way to second with, ultimates building up there. It's gonna be interesting, and see if they can get that stagger as well, or they could get a stagger on the Tracer here. I think the Tracer is 10 seconds before the staggering mechanic is over.
Yeah, absolutely. It looks like that Tracer is just going to get out right there. One thing to know, I love seeing that Ryan play because it was so quintessential on Hanamura, but it just didn't work out because it just took so long. They didn't actually end up walking through the choke for ages, and then the Mercy obviously spots. But just note, they did get 30 extra seconds because they did cap the point, but it is rough. You basically have to win the next fight here if you want to cap on. But they actually do have point control right now. They're ticking up a little bit. A turret goes down right here, and Paul gets the ball just knocks off the map with the swinging, and oh, we've got a pig pen kill, which you don't see too often in the game, and we have just got the ball's just hanging out. And notably, they did get half the point because while everyone was fighting outside, there was a couple of people on the point, and now you have a Hog going for the ult right now, doing a little bit, but still manages to stay alive. But with everyone focusing on them, this is going to be almost a hold, but the ball does come back in, and now we see a Torb come in, but it is just a little bit too late. That is going to be the overtime race. But hey, with a minute to be able to cap first point Hanamura with the comp that they were going into, I think that's pretty impressive.
It's not too bad, and like you said, everyone was fighting on the outside. The Hog and the Ball managed to jump onto the point and sneak 49 and 49%, nearly 50% there.
Looking at the new teams right now, and Eshry and Chana's team continue on with a bad streak of We do not have a tank player right now.
Well, meanwhile, on the other hand, we've got two Symmetras. So we got two Symmetras, a Sigma, a Hammond, and a Tracer, but we don't have any support. So can these, Symmetra teleports be used? Can we get some creativity out of these teleports to maybe fake a teleport one way, TP onto the point, or TP onto a team member, onto Eshry and China team, and just nuke them, and then maybe cap the point.
Seeing everything with more clarity, we can now see the names of everyone's beautiful, beautiful names, and we can now be telling you who they are because we love our creators from Disconnected Esports instead of just saying the names right now. So we are powerful. I can't believe there is 3 Symmetras in this lobby right now.
The Symmetra mate's having a great time, and here comes the first TP from Zazza.
Trying to line it up, gotta get it perfect. There we go, perfect first TP. Another quintessential Overwatch strategy, but Chana gets a pick onto Dixon. Rizel is like, no, you will not be the best Symmetra in this lobby, even though there's 2 of you. I will be. Chana does get taken out by Orange, just gets whacked by that Tracer pistol right there. But looking like they are doing a little bit of stabilizing. Some nice shots coming in from Eshry. Be careful about running in the corner with all of the turrets. There we go, manages to get them all there. Rizel was getting beamed a little bit.
Yeah, Rizel was setting sim dominance there. As we do see, one of those Symmetras on the side of Zazza off that sim onto that Echo.
Oh my gosh, a pocketed Eshry is so scary. Eshry knows how to hit her shots, gets the pylon first, is like, no, I want the pylon gone first because otherwise you're just going to get free heals. And so Eshry is watching main while the rest of them are kind of fighting over in that little room. Rizel gets so low. Oh, the Mercy beam connects just in time and gets rocked. So much is just going into Rizel right now. I wonder if they're going to go down and chase as the teleporter back up to the high ground. Sigma just chilling up there right now. Oh, there is a sim off going on. Rizel wins that sim off, gets rocked almost off to the map, but gets pulled out by Olam on the Life Weaver. Saved. They're just going to invest the wall because they're like, why not? And it looks like it is just going to be cleanup. So they may not have a tank, but they do have a sim.
That's right. They may not have a tank, but they do have the tank buster and Symmetra. Rizel with that fat pocket there, getting that Mercy beam, getting that Life Weaver grip, just charging that beam up to full, and then beaming down Eshry, Chana, and Co.
Looking at what Zazza and Dixon are coming back on. They've got Hog and Zarya tanks. So they're never not getting the tanks, but they also have Zazza on the Zenyatta as well.
Yeah, they do have a couple of heals there. We got triple tank with 2 heals, but they've only got a minute left, 50 seconds, and they've got no ultimates coming up at all.
Yeah, Chana done a really good job of getting this time back down. Really nice tree right there just to mitigate all of that damage. And we have a Mercy in Valk mode just shooting the pistol. And I've been loving how confident these people on Mercy have been just going in for those Glock kills. And it is looking like a stabilization, and they are working towards that blade at the same time.
Yeah, indeed. And here comes the flank out from Eshry and Chana. That TP up there, and then the Life Weaver and Symmetra into the backline. Chana does find Orange, but it doesn't look like they're going to get much else out of it. They're trying to live and run around. Chana with a triple kill. And I think that's
Zazza and Dixon do get kills, though, and it is trading back. If they get this kill onto Eshry, this could be great because they've got longer to go. There we go. There we go. The Genji Blade out. Eshry and Chana are combining. The 2 captains of the team are going in, just deflecting in the face. And oh my gosh, I didn't even know that the time bank was so low. Eshry and Chana clutching it out again. They actually have won this series 3-0 to Eshry and Chana. And what an amazing job for them to do that. Did they even get... I think they got 1 tank, I think, the entire time they played on Hanamura, but still played so expertly around that. Look at this play from Olam. And also, I think that was a 5-man anti as well. My goodness. And, of course, finishing it off with that amazing Torb hammer kill as well. What an amazing map that was on Hanamura. Both teams full capping. You thought that Zazza and Dixon had the advantage because they had such a bigger time bank, but that Rhyme play, it just let them get through that gate, and it just crumbled from there. I know they didn't end up capping the entirety of point 2, and it was still very much winnable, but such an epic job with that sim. No tank and just a sim walking in on the tanks.
Honestly, that was such a classic Hanamura game. You had the Rhine spot, you had someone falling off the edge, you had someone being held at the gate, and then capping first, and then capping second. And then you had someone, and then you had, capping with less time, and, suddenly ending up, hey, we got a 3-minute time bank, but we didn't manage to get to the point. That, that ticks all the, the 2 CP Overwatch 1 boxes.
I say I miss 2CP, but sometimes I'm reminded by why I don't. But it was really nice to see Hanamura. Obviously, maybe they picked Hanamura because you know that a new map Hananoka is coming back into the pool, so it's a twist on Hanamura with a completely new game mode, which is going to be so exciting to play. Hanamura was always, I think, to me, my favorite map because I just thought it was so pretty. Maybe not the best to play on when you get to that second point, but it was just really cool to be seeing that map again in and just having a little bit of fun with it as well, and just seeing all of the strats that you would play in Overwatch 1 attempting to be played. Maybe not successfully, but attempting to be played.
That was an attempt. You're right. Hanamura is very nice. It's a very well designed map in terms of the aesthetics. It's got a little bit of that Genji Hanzo lore from the video, and I think they're gonna bring back 5 CP on Hanamura on the new Hanamura map. They're going to be not bringing back. They're going to be introducing it. So that's interesting to see that game mode.
I'm so excited to be seeing, like, even though it's not going to be exactly the same, I'm so excited to be seeing it back into the map pool of Overwatch. And I wonder if they might be doing that with some of the other maps as well. It'd be cool to see some of those 2CP maps repurposed, except Paris. We can never. I would be happy if we never saw Paris again.
I don't think anyone would disagree with you.
I know. It's a good deathmatch map. Just not so much competitive.
Yeah, it's a good deathmatch map when you close half of it off.
Yeah, exactly. And I think we are wondering right now if we are going to be playing the remainder of the 2 maps, because I sure hope we do, because we had a lot of fun. But we did have the precursor to the main event, and I believe okay, but they're playing Sigma Dodgeball. Everything is just a mess right now. Sigma Dodgeball. I don't even know how this game mode works, but I assume it is exactly like you would think, where you just keep throwing rocks, and then there we go. One person's already eliminated from Sigma Dodgeball. I can't even tell who's like up and who's. Oh, everyone gets 3 lives. One person's already on 1 life already. Eshry gets a knock onto Dixon right here. Orange gets a nice pick onto Rizel, and I don't even. I think they're just having a little bit of fun right now. Sigma Dodgeball, everybody.
Yeah, I think if you stand in those circles, you get a little bit of an extra boost in that throwing speed.
Yeah.
And it'd be interesting to see whether we can get some coordination coming out. 2 or 3 people aiming to rock someone out at once, and just taking out all their lives. That Eshry going down as well. So Eshry and Chana go down 2 members.
For what they didn't get in Mystery Heroes, it looks like Zazza Dixon's team's very good at Sigma Dodgeball. There you go, taking the first round pretty handedly. Only Dixon full dying there.
Yeah. That was a pretty convincing win there.
That was a pretty convincing win.
Huge.
Well, how many rounds do you think it is? I don't know. Best of 5? Maybe like the series was meant to be?
We'll probably keep going till someone leaves the lobby, I think.
Oh, I reckon they're in this for the long haul. They're saying first to 5 on the Sigma Dodgeball right now. So, what's interesting to notice, some people have armor and some people have shields, and I guarantee maybe that's indicative of the amount of life they have, but
yeah,
I don't know.
So.
Look at this.
I think you might be right. We're getting the bird's eye view there.
Oh, we're getting the bird's eye view. I kind of at one point thought the arena was shrinking, but it is not. It's just all the same. Oh, here we go. Eshry and Chana, like they're bringing it back. They were like, no, you beat us in the first one, but we're gonna come back. Eshry's getting like two kills in a row right now. As it's just the one. It's just jab live.
This is 7 dodging
bad.
left and right. 80.
Falco just kills themselves, unfortunately. I mean, Chair's doing a good job considering. Like, oh, gets knocked down. Come on. Chair's bringing it back. Chair's killed like a considerable portion, but yeah, when it's a 1v4, it's pretty hard to come back from that one. All right, 1-0. What are your bets on Sigma Dodgeball? Who do you give the edge?
Who I give the edge to? I think right now I'm giving the edge to Eshry and Chana and Co. They've figured it out after that first game, and they've figured out what the strat is, how to do it, and they're going to be working towards that second win here. I think they are.
Counts as a map win. Do you think if like Zazza and Dixon win this one, like they get a map win on the board?
100%. Yeah, this
and
is
then
a map.
they play 2 more maps, and then it can then they're 3-0, and then they go to a bonus round too. Like, or maybe we're just gonna keep playing mini games. Maybe there was like the Showmatch, who was better at Mystery Heroes, and now it's who's better at random Overwatch mini games.
Oh, I want to see Overwatch parkour next. Have you seen
Overwatch parkour? Would be so cool.
Yeah.
They nominate 1 person on each team, and they play Mercy parkour. And whoever gets the fastest time, and then they do Doom parkour too.
I don't know which one's worse, Doom or Mercy Parkour, because I have no idea how to use. I don't know how to do any Mercy movement. But at
Well,
the
I'm the
same time,
opposite.
the opposite.
I've played like less than 2 hours of Doomfist in total, and I've played Overwatch since season 2 of Overwatch 1.
I still think I don't. I play quite a few of the tank chaps. I don't play any Doomfist because in my head it's like I still think uppercut is oh no, I still think slam is the slam ability. So it's so disorienting to play that because I haven't put the time into learning the new hero.
And I saw movement character like that when he was still a DPS, and I was like, nah, this isn't the character for me. I couldn't figure out all of these combos. I was never good at Smash Bros and stuff like that.
But it does look like Eshry and Chana did pick up that second map win, and we see some people here, using that melee to maybe fake people out.
But
Trying to,
Zazza and Dixon have a good, I didn't even know there was nano in this game, but apparently there's nano in this game. Must be a super empowered. But Eshry and Chana going down really early in this one. Dixon's the only one down right
yeah,
here. Oh, nice shot that one was. Quickly leveled it out.
and you really brought it back. 2-2 match point we are at the moment.
Match point. Okay, so the next one wins this one, guys. Please place your bets, but we can't actually place bets at the moment. But in our hearts,
Once we get affiliate, we'll be able to take bets.
yeah, absolutely, guys. We are doing. This is just a fun show match, but it is helping us get towards that affiliate. So thank you all for coming out and watching this very fun show match that has devolved into Sigma Dodgeball. Which honestly, I want to play now. I want to get into the lobby. This looks like an absolute hoot now.
It does look kind of funny, especially when they jump up in the air with that low gravity. Makes some awesome air shots.
That's your chance, guys. Please make sure that you should join the Disconnected Esports Discord, and then you can play Sigma Dodgeball like this. Like, we got all our favorite DE creators right here, just fighting it out in some Sigma Dodgeball, and it's just Zazza left, and Eshry and Chana do it again. They've won Sigma Dodgeball. Then what can't they do?
Yeah, pretty. That was pretty close there. Chriselle. It was 2-2 match point. Both teams winning in dominant fashion on both of their wins. Could have gone either way.
It's weird to know that now we can talk about Sigma Dodgeball meta, but it's like once I feel like one team is two Sigmas up, it's pretty hard to come win from there, especially when at one point you just saw the one person on the side of Zazza Dixon against 4 people on Eshry Chana's team. You're just oh, I feel so bad.
To be fair to Chet, they were doing some incredible dodges.
They lasted so much longer than they had any right to.
And it's so hard to fight back because they're fighting against 4 Sigmas with shields, and I think grass can be used to catch a rock in that mode. I'm not too sure.
Yeah, that seemed to be what it was looking like, and then there was also shield as well.
Yeah, I think you can shield rocks, and then if you catch a rock, you get nano boosted. That's what the nano I think is for.
Yeah, the workshop is lifelike to real dodgeball, so that exactly would be how it would work. Then, so there we go. The score has updated. Eshry and Chana and Co 4-0. I'm not even going to ask what the next game mode or map might be. I don't know if we're going to go back to a map, if we're going to end, if we're going to keep going on another random workshop. This is really all up to the creators because they are absolutely just having a little bit of fun, might I add, before they do their real show match, which is going to be this Sunday, where they're going to be playing potentially real team comps. I mean, I'm sure they'll be playing 2-2-1. But they could be playing some funny things as well on that one that is on Sunday. But make sure you are tuning into that one as well. We're having so much fun doing this right now. But this is just a silly little warm up, and they're gonna battle it out for real on Sunday.
Yeah, this is just the warm up rumble, not the super serious one. And we are just waiting to see what they're gonna do. Are they gonna wrap it up here? Are we gonna go to another fun game mode? What's it gonna be?
We are going to be doing another game mode. Our producers like surprising us, and shout out to all of the producers so far behind the scenes getting everything done. It's a silly, goofy kind of stream, but it's also a little bit silly, goofy because we don't know what's going to be happening. So we are just casting on the fly right now.
That is indeed. And what do you think it's going to be? If we're going to another game mode, I think we were told. So maybe not a workshop mode. It is a workshop code.
It's a workshop code. Okay, so we've been informed that it's going to be a workshop. I don't think it's going to be parkour because I feel like they want everyone to be involved.
It could be the 1v1 arena.
1v1 arena team gun run maybe or something like that. Like I'm a big fan of gun run in any kind of games that it's
Is it
played
is
within.
that the
But
one
I
where
feel like it's
you
gonna be team based because it's like they gotta find a way to try and get Zazza and Dixon and co on the board. Like, it's 4-0 right now. It's 0-4 watch, and we don't like 0-4 watch. 4-1 watch sounds cooler.
for Overwatch? Oh
Yeah.
man, the Shanghai Dragons early Overwatch League days.
Miss it. I miss all of those phrases and stuff like that. But it's okay. I believe in Zazza and Dixon. I'm sending them my energy through the screen. They have got this.
They
This
can take
next game
one.
mode. I wonder if they've been picking all the. Well, I don't know if they've been agreeing on maps or if losers been picking. Because if losers been picking, come on, Zazza and Dixon. There must be one random. It's been all random. Okay, there we go. Come on, I believe it's gonna happen. As we are still waiting for the game. Maybe they're arguing right now. Maybe they're like, I want this game mode. Like some people want Mercy parkour, other people want Doom parkour, and now it's like tied, and now they have to vote. Like, or there's like a rock paper scissors going on right now.
Honestly, what we should do, we have so many pauses on these streams sometimes, but we should have random people from Twitch chat come in and 1v1 people on stream.
Oh, that would
Just
be
for fun.
amazing. Yes, the 1v1 disconnected esports chat. Oh gosh, I'm not good at 1v1 arena. Are you good at 1v1 arenas, Kazoo?
Absolutely not. The people who go to 1v1 arena is good. You know, Bath is such a menace in the 1v1 arena. Like,
I know, because you get
unironically.
him low and he just has a second health bar. It's just like, I'm gonna press shift and I'm just gonna have a second health bar, and now you're gonna have to do it all again. And I'm
And
like,
he can
okay.
he's got the those crazy jump boots that can get him up on the high grounds.
Yes, Bap is a
Wow.
menace. And I'd say Kiri's also pretty good too, right? You just run around two-shot everything, and then you've
I
got
have no idea
Suzu.
why. I don't know why the headshot multiplies like that. It's wild you can two
It's
shot people across
insane.
the map.
Oh, here we go. Something is happening. We are going to be.
Oh, is this a workshop mode? It looks like oh, it's
Yeah.
everyone's on the same on the same hero.
Oh, okay. I've actually never played this. I've actually never seen this being played. So everyone gets the same mystery
I think
hero,
so.
or they all agree on the same hero?
I'm not too sure. I think it's a mystery. We
I think
probably get some
okay.
confirmation from the guys running this.
Oh, Weeping Angels. Gosh, what? I've never heard of this game mode. Okay.
Have you watched? Do you know what they're from? They're from Doctor
Yes,
Who.
I do know. They creep me out so
They're
much. Like I
so
think
spooky.
most of my childhood nightmares are from, uh, like the Weeping Angels. So,
They
gosh,
are.
I might have to cover my eyes. You might have to take the lead on this one. Oh, okay. Yes. Oh, and right. Yes. Okay. I think I can see what is happening right now. So they're trying to freeze all the mercies. So the mercies are the weeping at. Yes, I see. Okay, okay, okay.
Ah, right. I
I'm
wonder how.
still trying to figure out the game mode.
I wonder how
But it
this
looks like
win.
the Crees, the Cassidys are slowly losing health. So, oh, there you go. Right. So while you're looking, they're frozen. But like, okay, and then yeah, okay. While they're not looking, you
Ah,
can go and melee them to death. I see. Perfect.
wow.
And I'm at a loss for words.
Yeah,
I
me
don't.
too.
I'm
Wait,
trying to.
so the way that the Cassidy's would win would be if every single Cassidy looked at every single Mercy, or all the Mercies were I think the word is it time locked? Whatever the I don't I forget the word phrase from the show. But if all the Mercies are frozen, that means they lose, right?
Yeah, I believe so. Maybe they've got to. Because I think at one point all the mercies were frozen. So
Yeah.
I'm figuring it out on the fly. We're gonna figure out this game mode like we figured out Mystery Hero meta and Sigma Dodgeball meta. Don't worry, guys. We've got this.
So it looks like the Cassidy's are all clumping up, trying to group together, and they've managed to freeze two of those Weeping Mercies, Weeping Angels.
I see. So they're trying to get as many seen at the same time, and I think maybe they have to freeze all 5 of them at the same time, and then they win.
I'd think so. Oh, it looks like I thought they just did.
Yeah. Okay. So all of them are frozen, right? So I
No,
think that
Eshry
maybe
isn't
they
frozen. Eshry isn't frozen.
I think was and then ended up teleporting back. So I have no idea how this mode is supposed to work. And maybe they have a timer that they have to last until.
Maybe.
But it is hard to tell as we see Olam's coming through, but it is frozen.
So
This is fun. I like looking at the top-down map of Overwatch, though. It's pretty nice. They are slowly losing health, though, so that makes me wonder. Like, look, all the Cassidys are almost dead already.
yeah,
So
and
it's like,
I think you're right. If the Weeping Angel's been frozen for a certain amount of time, they do teleport back. But I'm not quite sure how
there
where.
we go. So now they're dead. Oh, they get high noon, and then they can kill them. Right. Okay. So the Cassidys cannot kill the Mercies until they get their ults. Gosh, this seems hard. This seems like very heavily angel favored, but I guess maybe that's how the show was.
Yeah, I think that. Well, I think the way they managed to kill in the show managed to win was by trapping the angels, having them look at each other. I think a fun fact. I think that episode was didn't have as much of the Doctor in it because I think David Tennant had to do something else, but it was nominated for a bunch of awards because it was so
Blink, yes. Oh,
Link. Yeah, that's right.
such a scare. That like started all of my nightmares, and then obviously when like Matt Smith was the Doctor.
That was creepy.
Oh,
They
there you go. Anti-camp protection. If you are frozen too long, you get TP'd back to spawn, so you can't just sit there. So it's basically just like, I think, yeah, the Krees just slowly take damage, but you've got to get your ult, and then you've got to kill them. So
so how do
maybe
they? So then, if the Kree slowly, if the Cassie slowly take damage, how are you supposed to win? Because it feels like it takes so long. Like they were doing a good job of freezing the Mercies.
unsure because it look like right now, yeah, it looks like they're taking little bits. Oh, okay, there we go. You take damage if you are freezing the Mercy. So it's like you can't just be like looking and doing nothing. And like, so that you actually have to try and like not be, like moving around. Oh, as Chebon just gets a sneaky kill onto Eshry.
I'd
So
be
yeah,
really
you can't.
surprised.
It's hard. Yeah, I feel like it's hard to be like a Cassidy in this mode because you're just trying to like you got to freeze them, but you can't do too much, or you're gonna slowly die before you get your high noon. 70%, and but they're all on like almost under half health, and now like once there's only a couple Cassidys left. Like oh dear, there you go. It is just Ikalgo left, and that'll be Eshry Chana winning. But I feel like it's a little bit unfair because Zazza and Dixon team didn't get to play the the Weeping Angels.
I mean,
Oh, we did swap sides. They did swap sides apparently.
we did swap sides, but I think because it's the game didn't recognize that. But I don't think this was developed, unfortunately, with fairness in mind. I think whoever was creating this was probably trying to mimic the TV show the episode as much as possible. Because
Absolutely.
those mercies run around as quick as anything, and one melee from them is a one shot.
I think we're going back into the mode, but they're swapping who's playing what right now. So hopefully we can see it go a little bit the other way, and it would be interesting to see. I want to see the Cassidys win. That would be nice.
They could probably do it on this map. There's a bit of there's a fair amount of high ground that could work out to their advantage.
Yeah,
If
exactly.
you're
Because it's kind of like almost if you don't even get found, right? That's good too because you just don't want to be looking too long as to waste your health bar. So
Yeah,
you got to try and stay hidden. So there we go. I love watching the Weeping Angels just go because they do move really fast. Oh, goodbye, Rizel.
Rifle goes down. Don't blink, everyone. Keep your eyes open.
Do not blink. And yeah, you can see as they freeze them, their health ticks down. Olam's still very healthy though.
So it's 100 seconds. The Cassies are building out charge 1% every second. So 100 seconds till the Cassies gain ability to fight back.
And there you go. So it's a little bit slow going right now. I think I think they've got a bit of a strategy on the side of Zazza. Oh wait, no, sorry, they're actually flipped. So it's Eshry and Chana's team. They got a little bit of strategy, and it's to just take it in turns looking at them. So
They're
like,
trying to
look,
take it in
Olam's
turns.
taking it
Yeah.
here. Oh, Ikalgo's so low. Ikalgo cannot look at another Mercy without dying. Oh dear, it's looking a little rough. They're all really low HP.
They are, but they managed to kite the Mercies back to spawn so they can all, if they get that high noon up, they'll be able to stun lock them.
It is just
But
Olam and Chana right now, and there is no way. Chana is going to be able to do that one. So there you go, Zazza and Dixon winning the first round there.
That
It's so
was
hard.
that was actually that was really close. You know, if they didn't lose that first custody really early to that melee, I think that one might have been able to work because I think that they were trying to tag team people in and out to minimize the amount of damage they were taking, and then all slowly drawing all the angels back to one room, try and get
Yeah, and one room where like one person can look at them for like multiple seconds at a time, and you just keep rotating who's looking at them.
yeah. We'll see what's going to happen here because I think they've got the meta worked out. They've got the Weeping Angel meta worked out.
Oh, absolutely. Weeping meta. Weeping Angel meta seems to be a little bit easier to do, but I believe that the Cassidys can win a round.
Yeah, we'll see. I think this will be the round to happen. I think they've got it set out. They've got a good map for it. They've got some high ground. They've got some spawn locations,
You just
and
want to make sure you're keeping everyone alive. You don't want the Mercy coming up and meleeing anyone. That's like the worst possible scenario because you need your health bar to be stopping them from moving. Like, look at this. Eshry's already approaching half health right here. Not the best scenario that you can be in right now, but like everyone else still pretty healthy right now and they're doing a good job. Yeah, they're kiting just in the spawn room, just around there, trying to get as much done as possible. And they're already over 50% of the way and only now ticking under 50% health for some of them. But Ryzel's still very healthy.
Rizo looks like he's the one to build a Deadeye up and kill them all.
Yeah, I
And again,
almost feel
30
like you
seconds
just want
left.
2 people, right? You need, like, 2 people
Yeah,
to be able to build the Deadeye, and then that's gonna be able to be your win con. Olam's getting so low.
this is the most team-based Overwatch has ever been, ever.
Absolutely, you're working as one complete unit. This is the most team play I think I've seen for the entire time right now, as I think what they do is they get the people who are high health to start looking now, and look, because look, they're all about to come up onto ult. 3 seconds, I think they can do it. They've all got high noons. Oh no, Orange gets the kills. Okay, Ryzel gets 2. Okay. Oh, 3. Okay, there's only 2 Weeping Angels left. And
And
there's
there's only
4.
one ult. There's only one ult though.
Oh, there's only one ult up. Oh
One of the Deadeyes went to waste,
no.
and
And
now the
yes, one of
Weeping
the
Angels are hiding.
the Weeping Angels are hiding. But the more that they hide, that's not good. Like as long as the cast doesn't move all in as a unit, they've got this. Like they killed this Mercy or this Weeping Angel, and now
But
they've got 4 versus 1. And but they are like
they're also
there's
weak, and they
yeah,
don't
they're
have
also
another
weak.
Deadeye. Marley can clutch up, and go big.
This is very clutchable right now if they're not paying attention right now. This is very intense. I'm like on the edge of my seat right now. Like I know production probably can see like about it. Oh my gosh. I don't know. I don't know what to do. Like 50% from
I don't think Marley knows that they're in the driver's seat at the moment. Because the longer that they wait, Rivals are only 40
right, because
seconds away
they
from the
only know
Deadeye.
that 4 Deadeyes have come out. They don't know Ilcargo was the one who died with
Yeah, that's
Deadeye.
right.
So I think just hiding when they're so low health that it doesn't matter. The more that oh, there we go.
Oh, Marley's been spotted.
But like the more that they look, the more the health is just gonna tick down.
It is, but
Eshry's so low.
they are playing. I think they're playing.
Chana cannot keep looking right now. Chana's the closest to the Deadeye and is gonna die.
No, they've got Ryzel
Chana
too.
is dead.
They've got Ryzel as well. I think they're playing for Ryzel to win.
I'm playing for Ryzel to win. Okay.
It's Ryzel and Olam.
There you go. Ryzel's got the Deadeye. Olam just needs to do some tanking for Ryzel. And they've got it. There we go. Olam's doing it. He's tanking. They win.
This is the most amount of teamwork since Goats.
Oh my goodness, that was absolutely insane. They played it so... Think about that, though. There was 4 Cassidys alive, and they only barely snatch it.
They do, but that was some good kiting, back and forth, tag teaming in and out, waiting for Ryzel to build up that Deadeye. And that's the first win for the non-Angels.
First win for the non-Angel sides, and they are now swapping sides of the map. We have...
So we'll see
I
whether
don't even know.
Zazza and Dixon can take that insight and convert that into a win, or whether Eshry, Chana, and Co have decided, hey, this is how we won, so we know exactly how to make sure that they don't win as well.
Absolutely. I think you just it's interesting because like the freeze, like taking the health is really an interesting mechanic right there. Like you can't just keep looking. You've got to be staying healthy. Like look at this. Look how much damage Marley has taken already just from looking at the Weeping Angels. That is not what you like to see.
So much. I think Marley is tanking 3 of them at once, and
oh my goodness, Marley is almost dead, and that is not what you like to see.
And now you've got two Cassies looking at the same Weeping Angel, meaning both of them are taking the damage, which is not what you want to do when you're trying to conserve those health
Oh,
bars.
Dixon's really low as well.
Unfortunately, I think this one might be over. They're all below half health. Marley's nearly dead already. So Dixon is soon to follow.
Yeah, when two people go down, that is not what you like to see right now. Eshry and Chana, when they were playing the Cassidys, their team, they just did such a good job of keeping people healthy. And look at this, almost everyone on the side of Zazza and Dixon's team dead. Everyone is under a half health. They are 73% to ult. Olin kills himself by accident.
I think
I
Owen
didn't
may have
even know that was
taken off the map, unfortunately.
as as they're getting so low. There we go. Zazza, the most healthy person, but has to tank two. Oh, and it does stack. And then Chana comes around from behind, and it is now Marley.
Oh, and Marley wasn't spotted.
Oh, gets the Deadeye. But on so low health. There you go. Another round going towards Eshry and Chana's team. Can Zazza and Dixon clutch it up? Can they learn from their previous mistakes? Can they survive the Weeping Angels?
Stay tuned to find out more.
Absolutely.
I think this might be our last one.
Maybe. We don't know. We might be. It's all up in the air, guys. It's all exactly. We're at the mercy of the Summer Series Showmatch captains Eshry, Chana, Zazza, and Dixon. But it is okay because I love being at their mercy because this has been very entertaining so far. And I'm just like, I've got like so much. I just want like.
I kind of want to play this now.
Yeah, exactly. So guys, like maybe we can convince the lovely people at DU who have put this night together for us to maybe do a night where we're playing all of these fun little mini games. But oh my god, look at how much damage Chairborne's taking. I think they're making the mistake of too many people, like, because obviously if multiple people are looking, they're all taking the damage. You can't all be taking the damage. You got to have like one person like getting one or two.
I think yeah, that's the mistake. They're having one person tank three or four mercies, and that means that's one health bar that's taking down really low and unable to do any more tanking. Whereas we saw Eshry and China tagging in and out. One person watches one or two, and then it gets tagged in for a teammate, and they all slowly kited back. Gain a little bit of ground, but by the time they reached that room, they were maybe 5% off those deadeyes. But we're 15 seconds away from most of those deadeyes, and Zaz is fairly healthy.
Yeah, this is still possible. Like they just, I think that so Zazza's starting to do some tanking right now because they're just trying to like keep all of the people who are low safe, but everyone's low. That's the problem. Zazza, it's looking like Marley, Orange probably gonna be dead before
they get
to. Oh no, they're about to get to. Oh, so this could be so clutch. They're all so low health, but it's about to happen. Oh, they all pop it. No, they layer their deadeyes a little bit too much, I think.
We've layered the support ultimate lads, but it's the deadeyes. Oh no.
Oh no. Okay. Chair still has deadeye, and there's two left. So, but if the mercies play split, it's gonna be so rough.
They could do it.
Oh,
Chair might clutch up.
Chair clutches up. They're even Stevens. Wow. That was so good. But if the mercies played split, I reckon they had that one there, but just got a little bit greedy.
They did, but Zaz baited them. Zaz was hiding out the front. Chair was up the back, crouched behind the fountain, and they turned on Zaz, and then Chair jumped out with a deadeye, clutching it up. Well done.
What a clutch right there.
Oh man.
Okay, this is for all of the biscuits. Can they clutch up again? They need to win again. And we have a lovely person in chat who's talking, who has played a lot of this game mode, and says that once the Cassidys know what to do, it becomes very Cassidy favored, and it's up to the Mercies to be very smart about how they play. So maybe they figured it out. Look at this. Like the Mercies are being a bit slow right here. 25% already. And only now just starting to take damage. Yeah, there we go. Dixon and Marley taking damage. I think what they're doing is that they're now starting to hold those shows. Look at this. Orange is literally not even looking right now. He is staying healthy.
Strat. You could actually just have people, 2 people in each corner of the room, and then say, all right, one person's gonna be watching.
So they're getting low. So look at this. Chair is about to swap out for Marley and Dixon are now going to go face the wall as. Orange is now looking in as well. Oh, okay, they're getting a little bit close. That's a bit scary. And yeah, Marley is low, but they're learning to tank so quickly. And like, here we go. As they tick up to 70%, now they are all at around half health. But
One of
oh
the
no,
Mercies
this
has
is
made it
real.
in.
One of the
One of the
Mercies has made it in. Okay, as Chana gets sent back to the respawn because they've been looking at so long. Zazza still on 100% health almost, is now starting to take the damage because, oh my gosh, they are getting low, but they are only 10 seconds away to unleashing their dead eyes.
They
The Mercies
are.
are in the room. One of the Mercies is infiltrated, but oh my god, they're so low. Dixon's gonna go down. Eshry's gonna get the kill. No, they got all the dead eyes just as they died, but the Mercies managed to inch their way in. Eshry and Chana win this one as well, meaning that they do win the Weeping Angels game mode.
A clean 5-0. But yeah, at the end there, I thought Zaz and Dixon had that one worked out. But if one of the Mercies just gets it, it kind of the whole strat just kind of falls apart because it ruins those two entrances. Now you've got a third Mercy you've got to look at, which means another person taking down that damage. That was
Just a
really interesting
cheeky,
though.
yeah, just a cheeky insight into the lobby. But no, you get to look at us again. We are. What an, that was honestly at the first I was like, I don't know the game mode, so I was just like, I don't really know what's happening. But I got so invested into it after like I figured out how it was meant to work. Thank you so much to the people in chat telling us how that worked. That was really fun, and it was really cool to see at least both teams won one round, being the Cassidy.
Yeah. Honestly, this is not a bad game mode. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I honestly that was really fun.
I wonder what I'm going to next. We could be going to Assault map or maybe another interesting workshop mode.
We could be wrapping it up. We don't know, but yeah, that was really fun, man. It's good to like be in the caster seat for some of this stuff because you find all the cool game modes. Because I'm a bit of a comp Andy. I mostly only watch competitive Overwatch, and I'm not in the workshop modes very often. I mostly just go into them when my friends send me. So that was pretty good, and I really liked seeing that one. And that's something that I might like try and play with my friends. That was so good.
Yeah, I gotta agree with you. I don't really get out to a lot of the workshop modes as well. I think the one that the couple ones I've done for Overwatch 2 have been the gun game, that one island where everyone
Yeah,
gets
and you get
quick.
max abilities, and it's just
Yeah.
ridiculous. Yeah.
Oh, and then the one where you're running away from the black hole.
Oh, yes, the running away from black hole. Yes, that is. That's a good one too. Yeah, yeah. I only know the really basic game modes, the ones that have been here forever, and obviously everyone knows TX, CXX, right? Like,
Yep.
yeah, those are the game modes that I know. So it's cool to see workshop ones, but I wonder what we will be going to.
Maybe Salt. I'm personally hoping to wrap it up on Kings Row El Clasico.
Oh,
We'll
imagine a
see.
King's Row goats. Wouldn't that be amazing? A lot of people didn't like goats, but I was a bit of a goats enjoyer myself, honestly.
I didn't mind. I think Ghost was alright. Maybe it was, like every meta, having it for was it 1.5 years or 2 years?
Yeah, 1.5 years. I think that's what really ruined goats for people, is that it was the meta for just so long. But I do like my tanks. I was a tank main, and I was also a support main, and I never really touched DPS, so I was thriving in that goats
Ghost
meta.
is perfect then for you.
Oh, absolutely. So much Briggs, so much Lucio, so much Diva. It was great. Loved it. What about you? What did you play?
Yeah.
Did you play during goats meta?
Oh, definitely 100%. I played Ryan.
You're the Ryan player. Oh, the Giga Chad player. I could never be the Ryan player. It was too much Giga Chad energy. Yeah, I love it. It's like some of my favorite heroes as well. Like Zarya is one of my favorite heroes in the game as well. And I think she's still good in Overwatch 2, but she was very much a hero made for Overwatch 1. She was very much the supporting tank to the other tanks. So
she was the supporting, but also could be kind of be like the carry. And it's really interesting because you can see Zarya works on her own as a 5v5 tank. Roadhog, I don't know if you've seen the influx of Roadhog players in ranked.
I have. I have been playing ranked. Yes.
I don't think that they've managed to find Roadhog's spot. He was it's very clear it was designed for a 6v6 game mode, and 5v5 he kind of sticks out like a bit of a sore thumb.
He does, but it's like the pigman's pretty funny. I like seeing when I like gets a kill in the kill feed because it's just such a little funny little icon, and I love it. But what I don't love is like because Hog got a rework, everyone's now playing Hog in all my comp games. If you are the person playing Hog in my comp games, please stop playing Hog in my.
I do love it when Matek locks in a Hog and we're playing Numbani offense. It's my favorite.
Uh,
Hog running up to the
yeah,
high
I love
ground.
when it's like the quintessential dive map and it's like Roadhog. You know what? There's places where you can get away with Roadhog. I'll give you Nepal Sanctum and Ilios Well. You can play Roadhog there because it is pretty funny. But in
You
other
can,
scenarios,
if you're good with your hooks, you can kind of get away with it on a little bit of Rialto, but even then, it's kind of
even then,
big
it's
open
like
map.
that's okay. That's my Roadhog rant for the day. Maybe now that I've talked about Roadhog, they're gonna like play a Roadhog workshop, or like they're just gonna lock
Oh,
Roadhog.
they could do the Roadhog in the
Yeah,
well. Ilios
Roadhog on the well,
Roadhog.
and then you like if you use the ult, you just go up. Yeah,
Hog
that,
fishing. Oh,
yeah,
let's
yeah. As we had a bit of a transition, but that was a bait. We're not actually going anywhere. We know that you're sick of us now that we're ranting about Roadhog, but we're here to stay until they figure out what they're doing next. You're stuck with us.
Yeah, Vertigo and let me eat dinner until he's got Twitch affiliate, so please subscribe.
Yes, please,
I'm sure
absolutely.
just
Hit that
follow us.
follow button. Yeah, hit that follow button. Turn the notifications on. We're doing some fun stuff. Again, I'll talk about it just while we are in a bit of a lull. This is the precursor. We're doing some fun mini games tonight. We also did competitive mystery heroes, in which Eshry and Chana and Co have proven that they are very good at these types of game modes. But we have the main event coming up this Sunday, which is going to be an absolute pleasure to be doing, and they're going to be doing an actual the actual best of 5 show map where they are going to be playing on maps and like playing it as if they were playing at a series, and that's for all the whistles and bells.
All the money, all the marbles. It's gonna be good.
Absolutely. And there may be a marble race. I don't actually know if that's
Oh,
true,
I
but
love marble races.
I do love me a good marble race. So as of course it is going to be more serious, but I'm sure there is going to be a lot of fun to be had in that as well anyway.
I wonder what is going on.
I do it too, but like I like being kept
Oh,
on
good.
on the toes, and I hear that they are dealing with something, which means that we are going to be getting something else happening, which is very very exciting. I honestly just want to see them keep playing. Do we like say like Eshry and Chana's team? They still have to try, but they should just keep going until Zazza and Dixon's team get a win on the board.
Oh, it might be interesting if they do that. Oh, yeah.
We'll take in-house bets on how long that will take.
Dissected esports points. Inverted
I think
points.
it gets
I think that
closer
was a
every
thing.
time. Yeah.
That was a thing. Yeah.
Yeah, it gets closer every single time. So maybe next one's the one. They've gone very close. I reckon Dixon and Zazza and Co. They've got it on this next one.
They've got it in them to pull out the dub.
Absolutely.
One on the board. I think we should be moving to our next map pretty soon.
We're going in now, guys. Get ready, get strapped. What are we going to be playing? Temple of Anubis.
Really bringing back the Overwatch 1 nostalgia. Oh, there was a strat in this map where you could teleport Orion to that top high ground and have him charge whatever was on the. I love that strat that so much. That was so much fun.
I tell you what, like, I know that 2CP was not well received, but it is so nostalgic to see these maps.
Yeah.
You know?
This is. I remember like the first season of Overwatch League. This is iconic. You know, you had the Mercy Widow comps with the Orisa and the Mei walling them up on the high ground, and this is when Mercy had 2 reses. Oh, takes you back.
It's looking like playing 2-2-1, so I think they're actually
playing
picking
regular
their
Overwatch.
heroes right now. So it is just going to be a normal game of Overwatch. It's a normal game of Overwatch. We're going to be playing Temple Anubis. This could be what you're seeing. This is like a little sneak peek into what the stuff you might be seeing on the Sunday is. So they are playing 2-2-1 right now. Well, let's see how they roll out. Let's see how they do. We've notably got Olam on the Reinhardt as well as the sole tank on the defense, which is a little interesting. We'll see how it goes. Oh, Zazza's getting a little bit low early, and we're going for the classic Winston dive with the Chairborne Junkrat, something that Chairborne did put as their favorite hero. I say that, and Chana gets the pick really quickly onto Marley right now, and there we go. Torb spamming through the choke as intended.
I know what Zaz and Dixon are trying to do, but with the DPS and the DPS that Eshry and Chana are running, you absolutely can't do that. Their plan really is to have that Winston jump in there, drop the bubble, never commit to anything, and then just build up that nano. But against the Bastion is going to be incredibly hard for that. As you can see there,
coming through though right now. Yeah.
Dixon just gets melted. He drops that shield a little bit too late, but into a Torb, Ryan, and Bastion, there is not much hope there for
It
Winston.
is pretty rough. You can tell Eshry and Chana, they don't want to drop a map. They don't want to give
No.
them the satisfaction. They want to tear them apart. And I think one thing to note is like the monkey was a very common
Big, big.
pick here, but you always kind of really nice pick onto Chana, yeah, with Marley. As the fight goes on, they have to give a little bit of space. Oh yeah, there we go. Torb turret up on the high ground there, where it always likes to sit right now. And Marley gets another pick onto Eshry. Both DPS down right now. The Reinhardt not being able to really get onto anybody right now. The monkey's just going to jump to the high ground, just play around that high ground on Temple of Anubis. Icargo gets the hammer kill onto Marley, which we do like to see. That has been happening a little bit there. The Torb does get slept, antied, and is now dead. And you know what? We were getting a bit skeptical about the comp, but it ended up working beautifully due to a couple picks from Marley.
Yeah. So Eshry and Chana Co do lose the first point. They do actually get.
Oh, they're charging in. I think that
Oh.
they're going for a contest. Never mind, they slept.
They do lose the first point, but I think they get the mental victory there with that Torb hammer. So they're feeling good about themselves either way.
Absolutely.
But
Nana Monkey coming in, but Dixon's getting so low, but he's kept alive. He's alive for now. Oh, they go a tree invested to keep him alive as well. Oh, I'm just throwing out those fire strikes as we have the Bastion ult come down, but not pick up anyone. But so many people kind of half health or lower on the side of this one. We have Chana getting a really nice kill onto Dixon.
Oh, and then we go. A nice 3-man after that tree comes out from the Life Weaver. And it does look like Eshry, Chana, and Go stabilize here, and Chana's just trying to finish off Orange, who's dodging up and down, and the second hammer kill from Icargo. Rise will make it here.
That was all calculated. It wasn't whiffing, it was just stalling until the Torb got there to get the hammer kill.
Raizo does get caught, so, Zazza and Dixon can take the space back. They won't be able to make a complete, take of the point, but they take it Eshry as well.
Here we go, the Molten Core trying to just block that path, and that's really beautiful. The entire stretch of land before means the rest of the team behind Dixon cannot walk in, but Dixon gets the primal kill onto Olam right now. We have a tire coming in, Rizal goes down as well, unable to get that immortality field out. The turret's likely going to go down soon, it does, and Icargo's just on the point, just trying to stay alive. Does get a pick onto Zazza. Chana gets the kill onto Orange. Eshry comes back out on the Reaper and is like, all right, I'm going to play the monkey killer now. Chana gets another kill onto Molly, and I can't believe they ended up winning that fight. That's crazy. I mean, this is the 2CP stole, but actually real in 5v5 Overwatch when everyone's playing what they're meant to be playing.
I think part of that is because the spawn timers for 5v5 might not be adjusted to the 2CP timers. And it was just Dixon on that point, and the more people you have on the point, the longer the spawn timers are. With just Dixon, it meant that, Eshry and Chana and Co managed to get these quick spawn timers up. You see some swaps coming over there, no more Winston, just that Ryan, and there's a nano boost up on the side of Zazza and Dixon, and their own Molten Core available, considering people off the point.
They are getting low, they are walking through the room, they are getting funneled. This is a classic 2CP moment right now, but now you've got the pylon which can get thrown. Does get immediately destroyed, and so does Immortality Field. That is an insane anti onto Eshry and Olam. Eshry does fall down. Chevron gets the mine kill on that one, and the turret's coming down, and they can't destroy it very easily because they're just getting Torb ulted all over the point, and this is looking really good. This is a really nice push on Anubis from the side of Zazza and Dixon. I don't even know if they're going to be able to get a touch. They won't, and I don't know if this is a feeling of deja vu because we couldn't actually see the times very well, but I'm almost certain they completed Hanamura with 2 minutes and 38 seconds as well. So it was either 2 minutes and 36 or 2 minutes and 38. I don't know if I'm getting deja vu, but that's something to that's definitely something quite interesting if that is the case.
That was definitely in the right region. So Zazza and Dixon, they path in the dark and then nano boost the Ryan, and I think Dixon either manages to block or cancel Olam's shatter, which leads them, to take that point really quickly with, a pretty healthy time like of 2 minutes 38. Be interesting to see whether they're going to run the same on the defense or opt for a longer range heroes.
It will be interesting to see, absolutely, indeed, as let's see these teams come out. It's looking like we might be getting a pharmacy patch on.
Maybe. Yeah, it kind of looks that way.
And I'm a big fan of... Oh, hold on. No, we're getting...
We have the
sim strats.
I don't know if they're just going to TP the Ryan onto their high ground or up on top of that archway. Because I used to play on a team that TP'd the Ryan up onto the archway and then would charge straight down on... It was a bit of a cheese strat, but it was quite funny, especially when you paired it, I think, with a set Arnade and then also a Junkrat spamming.
The set Arnade, I remember that one. Man, that's the thing is like obviously there's set plays on all the other maps, but like there we go. Look, you've even got the Junkrat trap at spawn 2, all lined up and ready to go. See if it's gonna get anyone. It
Wait,
doesn't. Oh, it did get someone actually. There you go. And then this one as well. Like this is another classic Junkrat trap location. Chairborn showing that they know all of them because Chairborn I know does actually play quite a bit of Junkrat and is actually very good
Dixon
at
was
Junkrat.
hiding
Oh,
and
Dixon
did
kind
get
of gets the
caught.
best kill, and the trap works again. But we've got a Junkrat by themselves right now. Okay, is able to get out, gets the health pack. But they started to Eshry and Chana team started to just walk on to the point.
There's a fair amount of damage that's been done by Chebin.
So much damage. Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go. Eshry and Olam getting kills onto Orange, and Marley and Zazza is solo on the top, just using the pylon to keep themselves alive. We got Chana on the Lucio, just like walking around. And oh, we got Eshry challenging Zazza. Two team captains challenging each other. Zazza ends up winning. But the turrets are doing quite a bit of damage, and Chana's taken down Dixon, and Rizel's taken down Zazza after. And Olam's like, I'm ready to go to the second point. I'm dead, but I was ready. Like as soon as that first point was captured, they were gonna be working on that next one. As we have Ikalgo again going for the hammer kill. The Wraith form comes out. Chairborn ends up taking out Ikalgo, who just wants to get some hammer kills. Guys, let the man get his hammer kills.
It's Eshry and China, they're getting a little bit overzealous. Olam was right up in the face of the enemy. And I think if Chevin had interfered in that 1v1, that could have had another top belt under the belt. Yeah, but you know, Eshry and China coming back in here with that window, nearly with the sound barrier, just up against, you know, maybe a nano boost. Hopefully that Ilaria ultimate, and also that tire from Chevin.
There's a fight begins to start. We see Olam get a quick kill onto Orange in the backline, and they are just walking in. They do have a very brawly comp. Here we go. What can Chevron go get done with the tie? Absolutely nothing, because Rizel takes it out. Marley does get the kill onto Ikalgo, who's probably definitely going for hammer kills in the backline. Here we go. Eshry takes out Marley, but Zazza gets the captive stun onto Rizel, ends up finishing him off. This is a bit of a brawl. Points are being capped though, and Zazza is 20 health, has to go for the health pack under the bridge. And oh my gosh, so much is happening right now, but I think the respawns are starting to come through for this for the defender side. But that's a really nice shatter. Eshry takes down Marley, set up by Olam, and the B comes down too. Everyone's actually alive and on the point right now. You see a nano Junkrat right now, which is quite scary, as Ikalgo probably again going for the hammer kill gets taken out, but that's okay. We appreciate it. Dixon shatters Olam in that tiny crevice, and they have holded. Rizel does get a kill onto Chairborn, though. They're not going down without too much of a fight, but I think they're just going to get out. Here we go. Zazza versus Rizel, who is going to win? Rizel turns his back. Okay, now there's a Reaper, and it is slightly less fair. Zazza does get the final shot, though.
And yeah, it has been chaos, and they have managed to earn themselves 2 ticks. But we do have that Reaper ultimate there from Marley. He's in the spot. He's waiting.
In the Reaper spot.
The Reaper spot. They have shown it. I think he might have shown himself.
I think so too, but it's okay because Eshry goes down and Olam's just going to charge into the background. It is actually really interesting to see how much like the movability Ryan gets now that he has more control over his charge. Obviously that was not possible. You could not Tokyo drift onto the point like you could in Overwatch 1. He very much could not do that, but you can now, so that's good to see.
I know a lot of Ryan players who... Oh, there's
nice fire strike kill.
And
a really nice charge as well. And it's going to be so hard. Oh, the tire comes through. Who's it going to get? Is it going to get anybody? It does. It gets Chana. That's so unfortunate. But here we go. Olam's going to just be on the point trying to take it. Chair is coming back to the point, but is probably going to fall. He actually gets out in time. Gets the nano. It's going to get slammed. Oh my goodness. Oh my God. Marley takes down Olam, but they had to use so much for that one. It was looking a bit dire, but Olam did lose his shadow.
And you think that Team Eshry and Chana would win that one, but because they're taking these fights, so far away from the point.
Yeah,
that even fights that slightly don't go in their favor because of the nature of 2CP is just so good for them. It really heads up from Zazza and Dixon to start taking these fights like that, but they're all pretty low now, which is concedes the whole outer area.
I know, and their time bank has now moved below Zazza and Dixon's 2 minutes, now 18 seconds to get this point done. But this did happen before. They did only cap with like less than a minute left, and they had to use the extra time back and gave more. But actually, they're getting picks now. Zazza though does get a pick onto Rizel right now with the cap to start. Olem is back on Hog and antied up right now, so can't do too much. We have actually Dixon who's on the ram right now, gets stunned up. Lots of stuff is happening right now, but the ram block just take negative damage as long as one healer is invested into you. Has Olam's going on a flank, but he's going on to a flank into the entire opposite team.
Olam is a brave man picking Roadhog and Chana. Very brave, especially. Oh, but he does have the Kiriko of
The
Chana.
Kiri, so
Yeah, it's not too bad then.
it is winnable, but is going on the flanks very much that you would see in Overwatch 1. Oh, steps out a little bit too far, gets picked off by Eshry, who is now on the Farah. And I think they've picked this one because they don't see any hit scan, but Zazza's hit scan, and oh, Marley goes down. Rizel gets 2 people through the window. Oh my goodness. And they are just walking in.
More damage in the
That's
DPS.
really nice. Oh, the Ram just getting bullied into a corner. Can't do much there. And it is, wow, looking like they are going to be capping right now. And there you go, just over a minute this time. So going to still be 2 minutes 38 on the side of Zazza and Dixon, taking that time back advantage. But you know that in 2CP, things go wrong so quickly. 1 minute, you cap both points, and you're set, really. Like, you get one snowbally fight, and it's so doable right now. And obviously, Eshry and Chana's team, they get the chance to, I think, which is really important, is attack first, which means they know exactly what they need to be defending based on how well they do.
Yeah, and I think that last fight, Rizel found 2 peaks, but also Orange was trying to snipe that Pharaoh there. Had a shield, I think, from Dixon, but unfortunately the Pharaoh was just shooting over the top of it, because unlike a Rhine shield, that Ram shield is pretty static and doesn't cover the whole of that choke. So there was a bit of an angle there that I think Eshry must have found.
We are seeing a Doomfist on the side of Eshry and Chana right now. Could be very interesting to see. I would love to see contenders player Olam, what they can get done in the Doomfist, especially as someone who's very bad at Doomfist. Please don't swap. Okay. Oh. Testing me. Okay, looks like this is they're gonna run out with, and actually on the defense we are actually going to see the Sigma coming out. I really like Sigma, I think, for this map, but it's going to be interesting. Obviously Sigma was really good with Orisa and double shield on this map. Obviously cannot run 2 tanks anymore, but it will be interesting to see how the Sigma can anchor by himself.
Yeah, puts a little of the pressure on the Sigma player to, use that shield exactly when needed and to know how much damage that their character can tank up. There's that trap catching Olam again.
Kills the first trap. Chairborne sets up the next one, accidentally dangles themselves out as bait and ends up getting the kill. But Eshry actually gets the kill onto Chairborne back. Zazza trading out. Icargo goes down to Dixon. Sig in this room, I remember it so fondly. Just can do so much damage because you just keep bouncing. Olam is back though now, and they are going to be trying to take space. It is a little bit of a longer walk for the defending side to get back right now, so you just don't want Olam getting one nice punch kill onto the team that could really open things up.
Eshry and Chaniko have realized that this room is not the place to be, not in against Sigma and that Illari pylon. There's nothing you can be able to get done there. So they've rotated around.
Yeah, we go. Someone is actually towards the end of the point. That might be Olam, and it is trying to get onto the Ana. Ana so low, misses the punch though, but does get the kill. Does trade out though. Marley gets Chana, and everyone's trading. Oh my goodness! But Icargo with the turret and kill onto Marley, and the kill onto Chair as well. It looks like this point is going to go into the time. It is an overtime, but they are going to be able to win now. They have at least gotten that first tick, but I don't know if Zazza Dixon's team will contest this one, so they're at least going to get a shot on second as well. This is exactly like Hamamura was going.
Yeah, you're right. This is a serious case of deja vu. And now
let's see what they can get done.
They've got 25 seconds to get, try and get as much progress in point B as they can, and even get the cap.
Gosh, and they're walking so far up. She gets the kill onto Zazza. This is not good. It is all starting to go awry, but we do know that they do have nano boost, and they do have the Junkrat Taraya coming out, and it's going to be used immediately. The sleep dart misses though. It actually does get taken out, and Olaf gets a punch onto Orange, and it's on Marley now too. I think it's going to go up into the air. Really nice use of the Doom ult, right? Zazza dead once again, immediately comes out of spawn dead again. Akalgo gets a kill onto Marley. Rizel takes down Chairborn. They're getting kills this time. They're not just going to get half of a point. They're at least going to get, I think, towards 2 ticks, as that is a team kill coming through.
That was huge from Olan. That was a bit 1v9, a 1v9 that fight.
And they don't get it. And they don't get it. They don't get another chance at a recontest. That's just Eshry and Chana's team going 4-0.
I think Olan managed to take down, I think, 3 people solo that fight, and drew a lot of attention up. And that's your sleep dart you commented about. That sleep dart missing meant that Olan was free to go on that rampage.
Yeah, ended up taking out the Ana and then went on for the rest of the team as well. Now, at the best, Zazza and Dixon's team have to cap both points as well. And again, like 2CP is played, we get to go into overtime rounds. And we just keep going into overtime rounds until eventually something gives, which is completely fine. It is the 2CP experience. So when we knew we were playing this, we all knew this was a possibility, especially I think as well because of 5v5. Once you do get those initial first picks, there's not as many people and not as many tanks to stall at the point as there used to be. So it does mean that once you do take that priority, it is a little bit harder to get it back on those defenders' side because you are running out with one less person.
Yeah, that's right. And I think we're having a couple of changes coming on the side of Zaz and Dixon. We've got Chevin moving over to the tank and Dixon over to support.
I like to see it. I like seeing new things. Chairborn, I want to see what they can get done on the hamster because that'll be so fun.
And Zaz on the Jason.
And yeah, Zaz is getting a bit J silly. There we go. The unanade. Where does it land?
I think it doesn't hit anyone, unfortunately. It landed in the middle when no one was there.
We got an Ashe. Oh, I do like seeing an Ashe on this map. I'm a big Ashe fan, and I'm a big fan of Little Red Riding Hood Ashe, so I love it. As we have Marley on the Widow, who gets just never mind, just gets body shot and then by Ikalgo, and I think someone else on the team, and goes down immediately. And honestly, the read from Chana to be playing the Brig right now, because on the bowl, you love to be playing Brig into bowl. Obviously, don't get that stun anymore. But it's still a really good pick into bowl because you just negate so much that the bowl can do, and you're pretty much look at this. It's like, oh, you have movement? No, you will move in the way that I will tell you to move.
It's like a cat playing with one of those balls, just pouring it around, moving it around, disrupting it. The ball is so hard for you to set up and get that engage off.
Absolutely, and the tide bank is whittling down. Chana is just flinging this flail around, just proccing all of that Inspire uptime, but also just making sure that the Bog doesn't get to do anything. And I think the one thing to note is they're all locked onto their roles now, so they can't swap back. Chairborn cannot go to the Junkrat. Dixon cannot go back to tank. They are stuck on this kind of comp, or Chair's going to have to swap maybe to Rhine or something like that. Zazza gets a really nice pick onto Eshry. This is what you like to see, the Zazza Widow coming out. The preferred hero actually being used, so there you go.
There you go, indeed. And there was a nice anti there from Orange onto that hog, but Rizel saves Olam there with that immortality field. Kitsune Rush does come out on the side, and Zaz finds another pick, so Zaz coming up huge with that Widow there.
Really nice picks on the side of the Widowmaker, but there we go. Oh, this bowl is not going to last long. Oh, barely missing with the hook onto Zazza, but Olam holding so much space right now, just using the breather to try and get some damage mitigated. Ikalgo does get another hammer kill. Zazza gets another pick onto Eshry. Poor Eshry just been in the respawn lobby, not even being able to play too much Ashe right now.
And Zaz is
on
fire on that Widow.
And it'll be Zazza and Dixon's team coming up with a few ults, but I think everyone's coming up on ults right now, so this is going to be a big fight with ults to win the point. But Zazza gets another pick onto Ikalgo.
Zaz is pretty uncontested at the moment. There's only really Eshry he can deal with, and maybe Ikalgo if there's some of those long range 12-yard headshots. There's Chevin on the point picking up potential, and he does have that hammer and ultimate to deny Team Eshry.
Pick onto Marley. There will be no dragon in this fight for sure now, as here we go, Mine's coming out, but Olam gets a pick onto Dixon. And here we go. Oh, it's just coming out left, right, and center. We have Infrasights out. Zazza's going to have to get some really nice picks. That's honestly a pretty good Molten Core for just throwing it into the air randomly. And there we go. Cat just playing with, their toy. And trying to stand still and gets sniped by Zazza. Eshry gets the kill back onto Zazza. Marley does come back. The dragon does come through. Or Orange just gets the kill onto Olam.
You get a tick, and Chevin can touch again, I think.
Yes, I think they're touching, and I think that it actually is going to be a fight that's going in favor. I don't know what happened. Maybe they just wanted to play the next point. Chana stands still for a little bit too long, gets taken out by Zazza. Here we go, Rizel on the point using the immortality field. They don't want to completely just give it up. Oh, he gets slept. That's a really nice sleep right now. And goodbye.
Whoa,
And a
the
little bit of
bag is
tactical
crushed!
crouching as well.
Oh no. Oh,
This
love
is
to
so
see it.
sad. There we
Well,
go. They have a fight, a chance to equal it up right now. And notably, Eshry and Chana's team used like every single ult for that defense. And Dixon's going to be coming up on beat because he got taken out earlier in the fight, didn't actually get to build it.
yeah, it's gonna be a close one. They're walking in right now, and Rizel's posted up there, ready to. He's looking to kill Zaz.
He gets
Rizel's
a
up
kill
there.
onto Chana. Zazza gets a kill
Oh!
onto Rizel. Both the supports are down. Ikaru's got his hammer out, but I don't know what. It might be all for naught. Zazza's going, looking at Eshry right now, seeing if they can get anything done. Olam's just on the point, and I mean, the Hog is doing a decent job of staying alive. The Moira comes back in, is just trying to keep this Hog alive, which is really good. There we go, immortality invested as well. They're keeping the Hog alive. They're just trying to do some stalling until everyone's back alive. Eshry does get a pick onto Molly. That is really good. Molly does take out Rizel though. Zazza kills Ikaru. No one can contest Zazza right now. Zazza's just free firing into the team. Body shots doesn't even matter as long as they're dying.
Oh,
But the Hog is still alive. Oh my gosh, Olam gets a kill onto the... Oh no, this is horrible. This is really bad. This is bad. And they just get pushed off the point.
Oh, that is so tragic. Zaz was tearing it up there. She got one support. Rizel jumped up right into the crosshairs. And they just couldn't clean up that Hog and the Moira. There was no Kiriko to hit the cleanse. There was the anti wasn't, there was no anti available to, kill that Hog, and the Hog and the Moira just sat in point because, it was just up against the Hanzo who went down, and you don't really have, as Ammon, that damage to kill a Roadhog who's been pocketed by a Moira. Despite, Zaz getting
Taken off.
4 or 5 kills in that fight. That's so unfortunate.
Oh, there we go. Eshry and Chana's team once again clutching it up. Like, oh my goodness, the amount of time that Moira and the BAP, even when going down, were able to keep that Roadhog up until Olam was able to get the whole hog and just move everyone off the point.
Crazy stall there from Olam, but yeah, really unfortunate there for Zazza, Dixon, and co, especially with that rampage that Zazza went through at the end.
Yeah, what an amazing match! And again, that one, every match has been closer.
It has. It's
And
been
that one
really,
was
really
so
close.
close. But
Both of these teams are in the same position. 'Cause they were both-
Exactly.
yeah.
What an absolute, yeah, what a match there. But then again, Eshry and Chana, they're like, we're not losing a game tonight.
No, they wanted that clean 6-0. But yeah, they were both in the same position, capping first with 30 seconds to spare, and then moving on to second. It was getting, like you said, closer and closer every game.
And are we going to another one, production team? That is it. We have learned that. I think Eshry and Chana have won too many games. That's it. No, but guys, thank you everyone who has been watching today. It's been an absolute pleasure to cast, and shout out to my co-caster Kazoo. We've had a brilliant time tonight.
Thank you very much, Gazelle. It was, it's a great time, fun to cast with you, fun games we had. Yeah, so remember to tune in this Sunday for the serious version of this, where both of these teams will compete up against each other.
Absolutely. And a big thank you as well to our production team doing everything behind the scenes, working out all of our technical difficulties for us and whispering in our ear and keeping us on our toes throughout the night as well. When I saw that we were playing 2CP, I was just... and it's Hanaboro as well, so that was just really great. So guys, thank you all so much for watching. We hope to see you on Sunday. And if you haven't, make sure to hit that follow button. Go check out all of the creators that were in the match tonight. Eshry, Chana, Zazza, Dixon, and everyone else as well. All these amazing content creators from all over OCE playing tonight. And make sure to catch them as well on the weekend.
Good night.